It's time to break it out! And whoa, that's loud. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Squadron. It is I, the hero of justice, the one that breaks out, the one dressed in red, the imagined driver, Banchō. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. That's backwards, but I'm not gonna change it. Hope things are going well for you. Hope things are going. Hope. Blah 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 blah. I hope your day is going good. Today we're breaking out with the first ever bash or pass with my good friend, my good pal, the Horn Merc of Mercenary. The Horn Merc. The Horn Mercenary. You know him. You love him. Grimgard.
Well, I had to stream on, so I was getting double speak. It was throwing me off.
You're good.
Oh, pleased to meet you all.
We have Chibi Grim right now. You should see him in his stream. He's usually Big Grim. Big, massive Grim.
Tall.
So, anyway, so we're going to win the first ever Bash or Pass. It's like Smash or Pass, except me and Grim, we're going to talk about our lore, our fighting strengths, our weaknesses, and see how we can go up against the nastiest baddies of all fiction.
Yep.
In order to start this stream, I'm going to do one quick talk, and we're going to talk about this thing right here. This new light novel coming out called... And I can't read... I took this picture, and I can't even read it. Let's see. Now, a new Latina rom-com. The dark blonde Latina girl is aiming for my body. Light novel by Hideku Kashima. And
I've been seeing that in my timeline lately.
Yes. It's been, spammed. It's been talked about. A lot of people have been conversing about it. At first, I was like, how should I feel about this? How should I feel about this as a Latino?
Also, Banchō, should you share your screen to where like it's more real time for me? So I'm worried there might be a delay with the stream.
Oh, yes. Let me share my screen. Screen.
Yeah.
Shoot. Can you see?
There we go.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, I don't know how I feel about this. And... mostly because, as a Latino, I'm like, how should I feel about this? And as of right now, I've kind of gone through like a whole week of thinking about it, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Latin representation.
It looks quite modest.
And honestly, it's probably going to be very, 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 very edgy, based on like the last part of the document saying a ordinary high school body. Let's see, your youth rom-com about an ordinary high school boy with a higher sex drive. Oh my! Is helping out a foreign Latina girl in trouble, who's grateful with this super cheerful girl. Cheerful girl? That sentence doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna let that go. I just wanted to say what I think about this. And a lot of people thinking this is a manga, but it's a book. It's a whole ass book. And, when you're doing a whole book, you're just gonna talk about the book,
Yeah.
So my only thing about this is, where are they gonna go with this? Are they gonna do a representation about Latin America? Which part of Latin America? Is it Mexico? Is it Puerto Rico? Is it Brazilians? What I meant? No, Brazilians and Latin Americans too. Is it gonna be Costa Rican, Dominicans? We're all kinds of Latin Americans, but we're all different kinds of people. It's like saying Texans are also Coloradans.
I feel like the best subversive thing this manga could do is just like have little checkpoint moments from the rom-com stuff, like just have like little snippets of like things in Latina culture that like, oh, did you know this? Or, like little factoids.
Yes, I would have to agree with that. So I hope the author does a good job when it comes to that. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. There's plenty of Russian books out there about Japanese guys loving Russian girls, or blonde American girls, or blonde English girls. So I'm finally happy with a little bit of Latin love.
There's an untapped market, sure.
Indeed. So I hope we get some service. Service, please! I'm gonna go ahead and toss that over here now. So we're gonna go to the nitty-gritty of things. So before we start with the stream and talk about the Basher Pass, we're gonna do a quick thing real quick and do... Here we go. Ah, that's too big. That is too big. There we go. We're going to talk about our weapons and skills first. Starting off with me. So, as everybody knows, I have a total of 5 weapons. The Iron Cutter of Justice, the wooden boken, that can last 5 minutes when it comes to cutting anything and everything. After 5 minutes, it has to go back in the armory. And the Iron Bat, the wooden bat, it can't hit or hurt anyone, but it can niftily do a bunch of home runs back. So if you're hitting me with a bunch of beams or guns and bullets, I can bounce that back. And go...
Reflector.
Yes. And the next thing is my Iron Justice, the Iron Skillet of Justice, which can grow in size and take any hit. And lastly, the 2 most powerful weapons in my arsenal, the Iron Breakers, or the Imagine Breakers, which can do the same thing as the Iron Skillet, grow in size, but it also has 2 nifty cannons that can be used as fire weapons and give me a boost of speed.
It's a mighty impressive weapon. You got about every base covered.
Yes, you have to be a very, very mobile guy. And the last thing is my Weapons Gambit, which will not be doing or talking about it in any way, because considering that the Weapons Gambit is considered a last resort skill, and it usually goes on for infinity until it gets me the right weapon for the right fight, I'm not going to have this, because it'll be OP as hell. And, too cheap to use for this. Now we're going to talk about my 2 strengths. I have Super Endurance, where I can take a nuke to the face, and I have Super Strength, so I can basically crush anything that's a boulder or rock or giant hills like it was dust to a certain extent. I really tested it out. And what I can't do is run really fast. I can run for a while, but that's about it. I can't have super speed or anything. That's why the Imagine Breakers have the ability to give me some boosts when I need it. So that's about it. Grimgard, please give me your analysis, sir, of your own skills and abilities.
Oh crap, I need to bring my ref sheet.
Yes, please.
I'll just send it to you right quick.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna drop it in here. I need to download it first. Why must I download everything? I should be able to drop.
Hey, Martin.
Save image.
Uh,
Go to this. Go to that. Go here. Tap it there. That's too big! You're taking up all the screen, Grim!
I'm huge!
Yes, you are! You're a big man! Now, Mr. Grimgard, give us your elite skill set of the mercenary.
Alrighty. So overall, best I can describe myself as a Vtuber mercenary. But if we go down to my equipment, I mainly use various set of custom-made technology that uses a device called a psycho refractor. Every
Ooh.
orange light you see on the armor is basically designed to utilize my telekinetic powers.
Ooh, you have
That's
psych
me.
powers.
Oh yeah, that's why my horns glow.
Ooh.
Essentially, there's this thing called the Psycho Wave event, where at random parts of space, commonly around various planet homeworlds, sky gets all weird color, and anyone born during that time end up developing various powers like bioluminescence in their eyes, spine, or horns if they have any. For me, I got telekinesis, means like I am specialized for kinetic forms of damage and defense.
Ooh.
But with that, let's go into examples, starting with my weapons. We have the TRS UF artillery rifle, also known as the Unstoppable Force.
Ooh.
It uses a refractor for kinetic acceleration. Basically, no gas, no gunpowder used. It is just pure force of will that is firing the projectile from the gun in an almost straight line.
So it's a railgun.
It is a handheld railgun that it's good for piercing armor.
Nice.
Low fire rate, high impact. As well as you could see closely on it a pile bunker bayonet underneath the barrel.
Wait a minute, you have a pile bunker? That's awesome!
Yep. If I feel like getting too close, I will swing that at you and it'll like... It's like normally stuff pokes a clean hole. That is a clean hole followed by a crater.
So you'll give more than one hole.
It will break. Like, it'll break through easy. Very
Ooh.
reliable. But then we got TRS SE Breach Axe, also known as the Siege Engine. That one
Ooh.
uses kinetic amplification. Basically, any swing or impact on it is increased to the point to where it does more smashing than actually cutting.
Oh my
That's like when you
god.
need specialized for hitting weak points of heavily armored targets or just straight up wrecking the machinery of a war engine.
So basically, you get additional power boost with some mighty destructive capabilities.
Yes.
Nice.
They specialize greatly for demolition contracts.
Ooh.
Along with that, we have the TRS IO Bunker Shield, also known as the Immovable Object.
That's a nifty name.
That one utilizes kinetic redirection. When I use that shield, it absorbs all forms of kinetic energy and stores it up to where it will send a shockwave in a cone equal to the power of the amount of objects that head onto it.
Yes, Martin. Take plenty of notes of this mighty lore of the King of Mercs.
Oh no, I'm just a Horn King. I don't claim much being... I'm just a regular everyday merc with kinetic powers and very tough weaponry. Well,
don't be humble, good sir. You are currently the King of Horns right now.
Oh yeah. But overall, the shield can actually slide open and cover more of a wide area so people can hide behind it, but also reveals the inner mechanism that sends a shockwave.
Ooh.
So it's like tons and tons of small arms fire can build up to a more destructive force if they don't let up or know it's going to be discharged. And as you can see, it has a unique mechanism with the artillery rifle to where if I can dig it into the ground, I can mount the rifle on top of the little wedge on the top of it and make an impromptu turret.
Nice.
And along with that, any kinetic energy that is hit into the shield will feed into the rifle, giving it even more powerful shots. Overall, that's my generalized equipment, excluding the big burden, but that's another weapon I need to save for another time because it doesn't utilize a psycho refractor.
Ooh, what's Big Bird?
Basically, imagine an arm-mounted shield that has 2 miniguns on the side and a pile bunker. I'll just send you the picture. I can include that.
Let's go for it. Let's bring it out.
I basically call it a Season 2 weapon. Just gotta find it.
Ooh. That is good. That is good. I like Season 2 weapons. That puts you in a good position right there, because I have no Season 2 weapons at all.
Yeah, where did I put the third thing? No, it's here, Summers.
Go to Summarize?
Oh, found it.
Ah.
Oh, this is a good opportunity to show off the big bird. I need to get it drawn more with it.
I need more money so I can do the things I want to do.
Yeah, once we get the big bird, we'll go back to the main one, because there's still like 2 more parts I gotta cover, and then...
Ooh. Enormous. There we go.
Yep.
Gotta shrink it down a little bit. Sit down. Boom.
So this is the big bird. Overall, it's more so of an option gauntlet than the weapons you see on it. If there's any, I can find any combination of weaponry to guarantee a versatile situation.
Ooh.
This is a standard variant with a pile bunker on top and 2 miniguns on the side, but if they were to get damaged or run out of ammo, I can discharge all of that and keep the sleeve for just generalized punching things.
And it looks like it has a power driver too.
Oh yeah, that can pop off. So I can put like artillery cannons, I could put missile launchers, grenade launchers, any sort of weaponry that would prove useful in the situation. Only downside is, like I said before, this doesn't use psycho refractors, so I can't make it stronger than what it is. It's more of a trade-off than anything.
Well, at least you get a nice versatile weapon out of it.
Yep. Back to the main sheet.
Groovy. Let's see. Back to your main sheet. It's really just kept it there. No, I decided to delete everything as I'm doing it.
It's all good.
Okay, what else will you tell us about your main sheet?
Oh, we got my little AI buddy down there, Little Horn.
Oh, your little AI buddy's called Little Horn?
Yep.
Makes me think of Littlefoot.
I found him at a galactic flea market. He was in a phone that I got a while ago. He's apparently a pinnacle AI, which is like the most advanced kind of AI, and overall describes himself as a universal skeleton key.
Ooh, that makes it good for
Yes.
hacking and treasure hunting.
Yep. Doesn't matter what race made the technology, he can hack it and translate it for me so I can better use it.
Oh, I better be away from him because I don't want him to hack my watch.
Yeah. He's a good buddy though.
That's a good thing.
Company.
Good company, good buddy. So now
Yeah.
on to the main event.
Oh, I almost forgot the internal biology part of the Votarl.
Ooh.
It's very important. So basically, a Votarl goes by this thing called hyper-adaptive mycelium. We are able to, without the armor, I can naturally adapt to any external hazard for a brief amount of time. If I'm set on fire, I'll be fire resistant and fireproof. If I'm like cut with a sharp object, I will eventually build an immunity to being sharp or being cut. It's like it's on the spot, but it's not instant.
So you're like Darwin.
Sort of, yeah, but it's not immediate and not extreme. There are some limitations. Like I can adapt to one thing at a time. You can't adapt to multiple things. If I adapt to more than one thing, it takes a bit longer for the second one.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
so onto the main thing right here. Here's our tier list of the night. So our main combatants this event of heroes is going to be, and starting off with, we have Twilight Sparkles.
Pass.
You know what? I'm not even going to say anything to that. I agree with this. I agree with not fighting her at all. I pass on that too. I don't know how.
Most of you first.
So I'm going to go ahead and pass, mostly because of two reasons. One, she is S tier. She fought Raven. If you've seen the death battle between her and Raven, you know she means business. She can, well, let's see, all her abilities are already light out. Let's see. She can use concussive energy blast, telekinesis, gravity reversal, dark magic, teleportation, transmutation, magic shield, voice amplification, accelerate, and a bunch of other spells. She basically has a spell for everything.
Yeah, I don't mess with magic.
Yeah, I agree. And thinking that she can literally hit me with a bunch of energy force at the point to knock me out, there's no way I'm going to win this. And as I've stated before in my lore, I can take a nuke to the face. I can take multiple nukes to the face, and from the sounds of it, she can blast me with a bunch of nukes and a meteor.
Ooh.
So I'm definitely going to pass on this one too. So next on the list is the Bracken from the bad company. Lethal Company.
I can bash that thing in the face.
Same here. From what I've read,
Right.
when it comes to Lethal Company's lore of the Bracken when facing it, you can literally beat it up with a shovel.
Hey, here's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to me. I'm either too tall or manages to snap my neck. I snap it back into place and go, my turn, buddy.
Ooh.
I'm turning the tables once you try.
Considering that you only need like 4 shovels to the face with it, if I punch it really, really hard with the Abandoned Breakers, I can probably turn it into smushy dust.
I'm chasing that thing down. Never get away from me after doing it. You don't transgress against me.
So you're gonna be like, no, you're the monster. You're supposed to scare me, not the other way around.
Get back here and finish what you started.
I can see you going like, get back here.
Get back here, Bracken. I'm going to snap your neck.
You came to snap a neck? Wrong door, man. Wrong door. I love that. So the next combatant that someone brought in that I think is funny is the Xenomorph from Alien.
I think I can handle it.
So from what I've seen when it comes to Xenomorphs, they're skill hunters, skill stalkers. They can break through steel doors. They can scale and crawl on walls and ceilings. They can use their tails as weapons to deal either blunt or piercing damage. And they can use their exoskeleton to either crush or be cut people. And if you hit with their blood, it's basically getting burned with acid.
Oh, I can adapt to that.
Same. And considering from what I've watched in Aliens, a single bullet to the head can basically give you a win. If we're not facing a horde of them, one single Xenomorph is easy enough to kill.
Give me 5. I can handle 5. I'll grab one and use it as a weapon if I have to.
Oh my god, you're going for the whole clan.
Yes, I'll fight as many as possible. Those are mostly kinetic damage they're doing there, aside from the acid blood.
Ooh, you're going for the whole horde and the queen.
Guys, yeah, take it up a notch. I'll fight the queen.
Oh my god, he's going for it. He's going for the whole clan. Stop him, stop this man. He's going to make the Xenomorph extinct. Wait a minute, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good thing. They're the mosquitoes of the universe.
Oh, I have to agree with that one.
Alright, better yet. Bash on every Xenomorph, pass on a facehugger.
Wait a minute, you're gonna pass on facehugger?
I don't like facehuggers, they're too creepy looking. I can take it out, but the psychological damage of having to deal with them bothers me.
You know, I have to agree with that. Since, well, the thing is, my mask is literally bolted to my face. The only thing I have is a hole underneath my mask for water. And it's just a tiny little straw for it. So, the imagination of someone trying to pierce that little hole kind of terrifies me.
Yeah, it's a case of, I'll bite off anything that gets in my mouth, but I'll have the horrifying mental imagery of the sound and the crunch, and I don't like eating stuff that ain't meant to be.
I agree with you there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bash Xenomorphs. Got it.
Yes.
And now we're gonna start with some OCs. So one of the OCs someone brought in is, and I'm confused, and I apologize for the person who gave me this. So I'm gonna butcher a bunch of things. We talked a lot. We tried to discuss a lot of things. He gave me a lot of weapons and skills and abilities. So we're gonna start with the soul.
Banchō, quick thing.
Sure.
You may want to make the browser page bigger so it's easier to see the pictures.
Oh yeah, yes. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Can everybody see?
There you go.
Nice. So, I'll make a little bigger. Shoot. And there we go.
Alrighty.
So, the next one we're gonna fight is called the Soul Dial, a Kaijin version of an evil Sentai. So we're going to fight some Super Sentai now. This version of the Kaijin, which is basically the guy that looks like from Elden Ring here. I'm gonna go ahead and drag him around real quick. Right here, you see this guy dragging around?
Yeah.
This guy is gonna be a menace. Or it should be a menace. So, he has 3 forms. Starting off with this Sun form, his Comrade form, and his Demonic form, which is this guy right here. And apparently, based on his lore, he's already faced against a universal jumping Comrade called Comrade Genos.
I remember Genos.
Yes. He's cool. And apparently, the last form was one of the hardest forms for him to fight. But we're not going to talk about him right now. We're going to talk about his first form. Let's see. When it comes to the Kaijin form of Soul Dial, he has mostly ranged attacks because he believes attacking someone in hand-to-hand combat to be low brow beneath him. He has multiple skills, starting out with a rage-wide AoE called Wrath of Gods. It does a knockback attack. It looks like a bubble of the sun that blows up in your face, and can affect most magic spells and projectiles. He has a magic shield that can made of light. That can reduce any magic damage, and including Comrade finishers. He can teleport, which sounds very annoying, honestly. He has a guidance, a spell to make connections between certain amounts of beings, no matter the distance and reason and convention. So I'm guessing that spell can basically make any weapon or skill that he has, being able to have what is it called, extreme ability to be a tracker, like a homing missile. Yes.
Oh man.
And then we have Vile Silence. So if your attacks or abilities are all, how would I say it? You have to use voice commands to use them. You can have those abilities too. And then his final ability is, he has 2 more abilities. Let's see. 3 abilities. One called Sunlight Spear. His favorite spell. He can harness the power of the sun to create a spear of pure light. Burning to the touch. Upon touch with a surface, it'll create a pillar of light in its place. With those damage, which those damage have touched. So if you get with it, you're getting hit with some powerful light damage. And then his greater spell, Divinity Erupt, creates a obelisk of like pillar concentrated light in the sense of skewers, which each can hit harder than a finisher most of the time. And then a finisher always basically a supercharged beam of light.
I'm getting Elden Ring PTSD. I don't think I can handle that.
Yes, I feel the same. But here's the thing. I think you can take him. I can take him, and that's where we're going to start. So most of his attacks are long range, which is going to suck for me because I'm not that long range. I only have 2 mounted cannons that I can either rapid fire or charge, right? And he has the nasty ability to teleport. So it's going to be a hard fight no matter what. But here's the thing. If he's using nothing but beams and fire to shoot me, I can take it. As I stated, it has to have the same force of a nuke to nearly knock me out. 2 nukes worth, at the very least. And since from what I've seen with Elden Ring, as long as it's not Radon bringing down a meteor or 2, I should be fine. And one of the things I can do during the time I'm walking or taking him on is use my giant skillet as a shield.
Oh yeah, that thing is definitely shield worthy.
So I can take him. I can literally just keep running forward and then just make my shield super big like it's about to turn into a giant fly swatter and just bring it down. Which, by the way, I'll probably make a nasty pancake.
I'm hungry.
I don't think you want to eat this pancake. It's a little fleshy there.
Oh man, I think I could probably take him. If all of his if all of his attacks are all consistent L type, if I can survive the first hit, it'll just get progressively easier for me to adapt to it. The only issue being it doesn't seem to be all that kinetic energy, so I can't use my shield. I have to use like base damage from the rifle and just try and either close the distance or get a good hit on him.
It sounds doable. So we're gonna put him in bash.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on to his...
barely, because other than that, it would just turn into a big game of keep away, or I'm at a disadvantage.
Okay, so now we're gonna go with the second form called the Golden Soldier, which in this form he's a commander level grunt, although he has lower strength in terms of magic, but still strongly physical. So he's lower magic, but super strong now. The snake part of his item is long range physical grappler, bite, swing, and attacker. So think about get over here.
Yeah.
So I can't really like the idea of a snake-like thing coming at your gun, going like, "Get over here!"
Taking my gun away.
Then we go on to his AoE attack called Force, which does no damage, but does knockback ability. So basically, it just knocks you back.
That sounds like a kinetic move. I can handle that.
And then his final move is called Light Spear. The weakest version of his Sunlight Spear harnesses sunlight to create a spear of pure light, burns to the touch, and does damage. Now, he also has a weapon. He has a very strong weapon, which let me double check his weapon real quick. Dude.
So he has kinetic and fire.
He's kinetic and fire, and he has a weapon called Titacolia. The battle axe hammer, which can empower by a slime made of mana, which is made by a slime made of mana. Even Behemoth does not. Ooh. So it's a giant axe. That is the magic, which is empowered by mana.
This one seems more difficult than the first form.
A little
That's a
bit.
lot of things to adapt to.
He has less magic, but more, oomph to the face when it comes to his physical powers.
And he's got like more versatility. That mana, fire, and kinetic. That's saying I gotta take into consideration because whichever one I adapt to first, the other ones will get progressively more and more difficult to implement.
So I think I can still take him as long as I can use the Skillet of Justice for all the long range attacks and for any face-to-face attacks. Use the Dimension Breakers to slowly crush my way through. I have a chance, if anything, a slight chance of winning, even in base form.
I might have to say pass on this one. That's too much danger for me.
Okay, so you're not gonna like his last form.
It is the last form.
Oh, he gave me 3 forms.
Oh my.
His final form is Commander Sol Dial, which he has everything else increased by 3, so he can use mana, physical attacks, and has a snake form and everything else included with him. And not just that, but he has new Lucha Libre moves.
That's not overwhelming power right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with pass because apparently when it came to fighting him, it took 2 people to fight him. Not just 1, but 2. In their final forms.
I only got the 1 form.
You're right. I barely have my first form. I can barely afford the first form. I need a little more financing before I can get to the 3rd form, maybe or barely the 2nd form. Which again,
I'll say pass on as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Okay, so we're doing it so far. We're doing great. Now we're gonna go on with like this guy. So before I go on and talk about anything else, I do have to talk about who's OCs are fighting. And let me just go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and go to his Twitter real quick. I'm gonna copy his Twitter. Go to Twitch real quick, post to Twitch, and then I'm gonna go and leave the link right there for anyone who wants to check his Twitter out. So the person who gave us his OCs for us to fight, his name is Malik El Shahib, the Pale King.
Ooh, that's a cool name.
Right? So he gave us a bunch of his OCs, which is fantastic because if we didn't get any more fighters, it would be a boring talk altogether.
Yep.
Which I appreciate. So we're going to go on to his second guy called Behemoth, which is this nifty guy over here. I'm going to go right here, go there. Bada bing, bada boom. So Behemoth has 2 forms. He has his main form, which is this one right here, which is about as tall as the average monster from Power Rangers. And then we're going to go with his second form, which basically turns into a giant monster the shape of a Megazord.
Oh, dang.
So here's the thing about Behemoth that he told me that he loves to fight. He will fight anyone and anything, but he will also fight anyone and anything and be honorable about it. So if you were to fight him head on and basically have your equipment, he will face you at any form and take you on honorably.
Oh.
Because honor is his biggest thing.
I can respect that.
Right? And, well, his abilities are basically easy. Really. He has a high defense. He can turn into a giant. He can turn big enough to become a Megazord. And he has both strength and high defense. And it's considered, and it's based off the Bible or the Torah or whatever form of religious belief you're going to go with, style of the Behemoth, from that lore behind that.
That's a good creature.
Right? So what the basic form you see is what you get. So depending on your level of threat and capabilities, it'll either go small or big for you.
I'd go bash on that, like the respectful kind. Like, we're gonna have a fun time fighting.
Ooh, do tell. Come on, cook for us.
No, raw, it's like it's high defense and like raw strength. That's an ideal environment for me. Just keep trading blows till see whoever forfeits first. That's fun. That's like honorable combat's the most fun kind of combat.
So you're gonna go the Yusuke Urameshi style, where you're like, okay, mate, shh. We're gonna just do a straight brawl. We're gonna put a knife to the knees, and we're gonna keep on going. First one to knock out loses.
I'm dropping the weapons. I'm going full fist.
Okay, I'm gonna bring down the scene. I'm bringing up the scene. Give me a second. Give me a second.
I know
Is
the
it-
scene you're talking about too. There's a knife to the heel or something.
Yes, you see Yurameshi. We need to bring this scene. Versus Shu. Let's see. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go look for it. I'm hoping I'm okay with putting this on. I'm gonna get kicked for this. Let's see. Go ahead, hit, copy this. Go to browser real quick. Boom, boom. Alright, for this was this is an unplanned thing. Interact. And then we're gonna scroll this over. There we go. This fight right here. This is what you're aiming for, right, Grim?
Yes.
And for anyone who hasn't watched Yu Yu Hakusho, please watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It's one of those legendary animes that every person
It's
who
really
likes jump.
good.
Just gotta get to that scene. I just gotta scroll to that scene. I'm gonna skip all this
Should
because
be
it's
like-
not.
Should be near like the tail end.
Okay, you're right.
There it is.
Oh no, we got to the worst part of the tail end. There we go. This right here.
Beat the crap out of each other.
It just went full hoss. Every muscle, every bone, just going left, right, left, right.
Yeah.
We go for the headbutt. The headbutt. Oh, and Yusuke comes in with a bigger headbutt. Legendary. The most legendary fights of fights. I can see this. I can see you doing this,
Yep.
Grim. I'll just be in the corner going, go like, you got this, man! Finish him!
Yeah, definitely best.
Right?
Yeah.
But I would probably go, since I'm a Kamen Rider, and my main thing is to fight monsters, I would probably still use my Imagine Breakers. I will fight him with honor, but most of the time, I also have to make sure that while fighting with him honor, I respect him by using everything that I have. And by using everything that I have to use my Imagine Breakers, the ultimate weapon. So I'm gonna go and say bash all the way. Even in his giant Zord form, I think you can take him on.
All sorts of rough and tumble.
Go for broke or no coming back.
Yeah.
Okay, so his next monster that he gave us is called Levaros, which is based on the Leviathan or Kraken, who, compared to Behemoth, is an actual asshole. The OC guy who gave me this, they really called him the asshole of the two. He fights dirty
As expected.
and does whatever he can to win. His biggest weapons are, he has a gem that gives him power. He has claws on his arms, which are sharp enough to cut through steel. He has tentacles that he can use to trap you under the sea. He can bore through the ground, create landmines. He can also ensnare you or grab you underneath the ground. And he can literally screw the spikes coming from his tail.
Mm.
And the weakness that he has is... So every time you break anything of him, like his scales, his tails, or claws, he will start slowly degrading and losing himself.
It's like anti-adaptability.
Yes, he can't really adapt. So if he loses, he loses.
Yeah, I definitely. That's a definite bash right there, because it's mostly kinetic stuff he's doing.
Yep, I'm taking him on too. I think
And
he
if he's
slice.
fighting dirty, I'm not holding back either.
Ooh, you're gonna go bring in Big Bertha?
I'll bring the big burden.
Ooh, you're gonna be shooting him and turning him into some ceviche.
Just break off as many pieces as possible.
Yeah. As for me, I'm gonna slice and dice him and turn him into takoyaki. I have a frying pan for it too.
Ooh.
Just imagine some good old calamari on the grill. And here we go. Here's the last OC we got from this person named Durgal. This guy right here. So the thing about Durgal, as he said, is they're highly adaptive creatures. Think about them like the Chimera ants from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh.
Once you see one, you gotta take him down, or else they'll just start growing and amassing and becoming a whole kind of plague on the environment. The one thing that sucks about them is that they have a low Q. They're so stupid that they can't tell their ass from their face. So, but once you start hammering them or killing them, they start learning pretty quick.
Can I repeat that last part?
So once you start, killing them or smashing them or, leave them be for a while, they'll become adaptive and intelligent.
So that's a tricky one, because that's basically adapting. Is like mine's more instant, but if I'm not constantly exposed to what I'm adapted to, my body kind of resets. So if they come back stronger, it's gonna make it harder for me to adapt the next time around.
The thing they can come back in waves. They're grunts. They're not just coming in by one by one. They'll come in 2 by 2, 3 by 3, and 4 by 4 going forward.
Oh dear, I have no way of. Oh, that one might be a pass for me. I can't handle large groups. I can adapt like that.
I would have to agree with that. I can shoot rapidly or just do a big burst of flaming extreme power burst, but once something just comes at me like a horde of ants, just there's no way to beat this one. It's like that one time we were playing Helldivers and we just got beaten by a horde.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna put that in the past.
Because they come back stronger.
Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna go back and do some more things. So here's the funny thing. So some people started putting in dragons from fiction.
Yeah, dragons is on is doable. Depends on the dragon though.
Ooh, so this is the thing. You're not gonna find this funny. So someone put Deathwing, the Deathwing from Warcraft, the giant, massive dragon, the thing that kind of destroyed a good chunk of Azeroth. That's the name of the land, right, in Warcraft. Azeroth.
Azeroth.
Yeah. Destroyed a good chunk of the forest by just flying and raining down flame from above.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and tried my best to search some their abilities and powers. And from what I see, their abilities and powers start with he's gigantic, ginormous. He's about as big as the massive bull wings that you can see doing continental flights.
Dang.
And He has the power to control land and can shoot lava from its mouth.
Okay, it's sounding more of an uphill battle than I was expecting.
Yeah. So other than just having the power to control land, control lava, and the ability to fly, it's just a massive target.
I imagine unless he's prideful enough to get on the ground and fight me face to face, if he plays keep away and just keeps moving the ground, I'm gonna have some difficulty.
But do you think it's doable?
If I can land a hit and if it can do enough damage, yeah, but it's mostly the fire breath ain't gonna do anything. I can't build up kinetic energy with that. The ground's gonna keep breaking, so I can't hunker down and do the turret method. Best I could do is try and get close enough and get him with the breach axe. Even then, that's a case of like getting in close enough due to it having a short range. Could throw it, but I'd only have one throw. As far as at most, with my telekinesis, I was probably to clarify. I don't have the kind of telekinesis to where I can just see an object and just start manipulating it. I have to touch it first or be within proximity to lift it.
Oh, you mean like Superboys, or is it original telekinesis?
Essentially, it's like I have like a kinetic field around me that can passively catch or like reduce or accelerate kinetic energies that may come near me or from me.
Oh.
So like, if I want to, I could make a wall of bullets and just take them out, but they have to be really close. I don't have that big of a field.
Gotcha.
But I can mostly affect myself to be heavier or lighter or put kinetic energy under my hooves and just float around the air. So I could chase them down, but I'm still not all that fast.
But you can make yourself light enough to fly, for instance. I would just go ahead and just make yourself light enough to shoot yourself like a straight bullet into the sky and try your angle yourself again and come on down hard like a hammer.
I can do that, but the other tricky part about that is I can move, but I can't stop or turn that well. So if I end up going full force, I'll end up outside of the atmosphere.
Oh, that sounds bad.
So I would need to like get above. I need to dive from above so I can at least hit the ground.
Gotcha. So
But beyond that, I'd have to say like, if it's on the ground or I can close the distance, bash. If he keeps his distance, I'd say pass.
So from what I've seen in some of the videos, the Warhammer fights for this guy, it's usually close up and personal. He will fly every so often, but you know how dragons are. They're usually pretty prideful of their strength.
I'd say bash then, but by a thin hair's worth.
Gotcha. So, and you say again, I'll see you in a bit, Martin. Thanks for being here for the time that you're here, and I hope you and your friend are well. And I'll see you later. So, going forward, so he's a giant dragon who might be immune to fire, and I can shoot fire as long as I build it up. But his fire can melt lava.
Wait, how do you melt lava? It's already melted.
Well, I mean, it's molten, rock. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Sorry. And I'm saying his fire breath is already lava, which is molten rock. So he's already breathing something that's impossible to even fathom. It's like degrees of temperature that's hot as the sun. Which I can probably do, but at the same time, if he can shoot a beam hot enough that it's basically molten lava, it's about as hot as the sun, then I'm basically shooting whatever he can fire. Basically hitting the double negative there. But if I just do the one thing I'm supposed to do and just jump really, really, really high and then use my breakers to boost me around like a speeding bullet going left and right, I can probably do a giant swing between the shoulder blades where his wings are and break his spine.
Oh yeah, forgot that was an option.
Yeah, so I would go in and swing hard enough to break its spine, which saying that makes me look like a villain there by saying I'm gonna go ahead and break someone's spine. Wait a minute, it's not heroic at all. Are you becoming Bane, Banchō? I am not Bane. I am not born in the darkness. I was born at 4 in the morning. Is that considered darkness in a hospital? 4 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and let that
for you.
So I'll probably say Bash because I know I can take his hits because Molten Lava shouldn't be as forceful or can have enough kinetic energy as 2 nukes to the face. From the looks of it, can control land, and I do have a high endurance, so I can probably just shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. Oh. Sorry.
No worries.
And the worst he can do is hit me hard and swimming around like a what is called a ragdoll. His jaws. And considering that my sword can cut through anything, I could probably do good enough damage face forward once I knock it down to the ground and cut it open with it. So definitely Bash.
Bash if I can get close enough and take out the wings.
Okay. So we have like 3 dragons. Someone notified us and gave us 3 dragons. So the next one is Grima from Fire Emblem.
I don't know much about Fire Emblem.
Neither do I. I kind of downloaded the wiki. It says, let's see what the wiki says. Birth of Creation. Basically, it's a god, a divine dragon. Grima originally had no name.
Difficulty with that.
Let's see. Grima originally had no name and was just referred to the creation engineered by a mad alchemist named Fortis as in a bid of create the perfect life form. He was product of many materials, including the blood of a divine dragon, something that Fortis had taken great risks to acquire. With his formulas mixed blood with human fluids, certain herbs and nectars, it sealed the concoction inside about 40 days. The mixture resulted in the birth of the creation. The first creation was tiny, merely the size of the thumbnail. Resembled a human fetus. Ooh, a human fetus, that's just, oh my god. The visuals of something being as small as a nail, let's say, nail thumbnail? A human fetus.
Yeah.
Just creepy. And then we go forward, keeping the creation under temperature of a horse's womb. They used the womb of a horse.
I'm not questioning it.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and keep going then. Let's see. Each day, the Fortis gave the creation his blood. On the 80th day, the creation began to undergo transformation. It began to resemble less like a human, rotting eye, extending its neck, and even a tail growth. Slowly began to take the appearance of an unusual dragon, not like the divine dragon that was created from. Creation had 6 eyes and stared at Fortis through the vial, seeming to smile, indicating that it seemed to have developed consciousness, and it was possibly smiling at Fortis. Eventually, the creation grew to the size of a puppy. That's cute. I like puppies. But this puppy had 6 eyes, so I don't know how I feel about that. Would you take care of a 6-eyed puppy, Grim?
Yeah, I'd give it little glasses so it doesn't end up poking them. That seems like a lot of work.
That's cute. We'll go with that. Let's see. But it's said to have terrifying power. It seemed to have a moment of rampage that Fortis was in control before the creation reached its full maturity. The creation voice began to connect with Fortis, where both were able to see inside one another, and Fornius began to sense the dark and violent thoughts within the creation, enough to make his heart tremble. With creation stared, Fornius trembling, smiled at him reassuringly. So it can read minds? It can connect with your mind.
Read my mind.
Wow. Okay, so level that one, it can read minds. Eventually reached the point where Fornius realized that his creation was too powerful to ever control, and he thought to destroy it. And it is unclear exactly what happened afterwards, but I presume the creation killed Fornius. Seems about right.
Yep.
Usually the creator doesn't live that long. Usually he dies after like the first couple of days and go, my creation has become what I never intended to be. A monster that I cannot control. A monster that eventually killed me. So, that's interesting.
Overall, it's like, already knowing that it can do psychological stuff, it puts me at a disadvantage. I don't think that hard.
So, from the looks of it, it has a bunch of moves and skills.
Yeah.
Going from what it said in the wiki, its stats is that it has 80 HP, is level 30. Strength is at 41, magic at 31, skill at 38, speed at 33, luck at 33, defense at 41, and 36 resistance. 38 resistance. That's just at like a normal, hard, lunatic, and lunatic plus. So once you go like which one we're gonna fight, you're gonna fight normal one, hard one, lunatic, and lunatic plus. That's when you're gonna have more fun. So normal one has two skills: dragon skin and anathema. Dragon skin basically half damage on magic and defense. I mean, half damage on magic and physical damage.
Like to it or to us?
So basically, we can hit it, and it'll take half damage. And then it has something called anathema, which basically does, let's see, reduces the, it takes away the chances of it taking critical damage. So basically saying, if you try to do a critical hit, it avoids it.
This stacking against me might have big.
So if we fight it with the second form, which is in hard mode, apparently it has the ability called Ignis, which basically, upon activation, so upon its use, it basically can increase its strength and magic, so it makes it stronger. And then it has another skill, which is a passive skill, that which basically is it blocks damage. So if you try to strike it like with a sword or a hat, I mean, you can't strike it, it won't take any damage at all. There's a way to do it, but physical damage won't do anything. Magic is the only thing you can do with it.
I feel like this is a pass for me. I can't handle this.
Yeah, once you start going from normal to hard to lunatic, you start seeing like it not even. So after having his passive skill, dragon skill, Ignis, and then anathema, it has this final skill called Rightful God, which the skill activates is the 30% rated 30%, usually grim, lunatic, god, enemy, hands version, and Rightful King. What is Rightful King? Basically class. So basically, if it wants to use multiple skills and abilities, it can use it. It increases the rest time.
Oh jeez.
So it takes less time for it to do its mega attack, if I wanted to. And basically Lunatic Plus, it just adds more skills. So in normal form, I think I can take it on. But once you start adding the next level moves and powers, it just becomes a god. And it becomes a harder thing because I don't do magic. Most of my things are skills and attacks.
Most of my stuff is physical, so it's already against me. So I'd say first difficulty I can probably do is for every exceeding difficulties like, no, I can't. That's not even going to try that.
Yeah, I have to agree. This is a pass for me. This is a major, like, oh my god, I'm going to get wrecked.
Yep.
So, you see here, sir, you are a pass. Okay, so... Grim, did you know I'm a Digimon fan?
I know you're a Digimon fan.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for signing. So, this one made me happy. But at the same time, made me sad. Because this is from Digimon Tamers. The most dark and nightmarish version of Digimon anyone can ever see. Which, you know, teaches you about death and accepting death. So, if your kids out there watching something right now, don't watch Pokemon. Watch Digimon Tamers. You want to learn about that? Digimon Tamers is going to teach you about that, accepting it.
That'll put some moss on your rocks.
Most definitely. So, we're going to talk about the ultimate Digimon that became a Mega Evolution, Megadramon. Which only shows up in one episode, due to the fact that the Digimon Tamer, Takato, screws up and uses anger and violence and hate to digivolve his Digimon partner, Eomon.
Oh jeez.
Which, if we haven't learned from Digimon Season 1, anger and hate does not result in good results.
That's how we got Skeleton Greymon.
And how we got more and more understanding that hate is not good. So one of the things I want to talk about is I have the same kind of concept with my ability. Or the Imagine Driver.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've talked about this before, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now.
This is new to me.
So, as I've stated before, my Imagine Driver is powered by a gem called the Imagine Gem, which is a shard taken from the Grand Universal Diamond that exists in every universe, reflecting both the present, the past, the future, and every other dimension's present, past, and future. It reflects and shines like a beacon of light in the darkness of space. And like I've said, when it comes to the Imagine Gems, depending on who's using it, it can either be a power source for good or a power source for evil. And it can be corrupted easily by the mind of a biological life form. Which is why, again, when the engineers who founded the... What did we call them again? We call them the Defenders of the Universe? No, that's already a comic book, isn't it?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, we can't say that. That's gonna get me banned by Disney. Marvel's coming for me, Grim. We can't say it. The Guardians of the Cosmos.
Oh yeah.
The COG, the Cogs. Wait a minute, we can't even say that. Don't come for me, Gearbox. Don't come. So, they created a Peace Corp with robots using these gems to power them, because why not? And I'll probably talk about that more in my lore in the future when we get to it. But as far as things go, there was a time in my lore where I went down a very, 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 very bad route. And the gem was taking this energy to corrupt. Taking the energy and became corrupted due to my increased violent behavior, which then kind of transformed into something like Evangelion, where my face just kind of broke off and became this like venomish looking mouth. Which
yeah, like the tooth jaw thing.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's horrifying.
Right? It's always a horrifying thing when a hero becomes a villain for a brief moment, when he feels hate and anger in his heart. In their heart. But I digress. We're going to go ahead and talk about Megidramon's abilities and power. So, Megidramon has a bunch of attacks starting with Dragon Howl. It basically gives a giant shock wave. So you're going to hit with some kinetic energy, some Mach wave. Mach wave? Sound barrier wave? Just basic howl. And then you're going to get hit with his attack called Medigo Flame, which is just a dash of fire that can reduce anything to ash. And then it has its ability to bite, which can bite you with a ruthless gnawing ability. So Megidramon is a giant Digimon that with a snake-like body. It has arms, wings, and can basically use a flame attack that can turn you to ash, and can chew you up and spit you out with his jaws.
I could probably handle that.
Okay, come on, give it a story. Break it down.
Overall, it's like getting bit would be the easiest part. The only thing that concerned me most would be the Megiddo Flame. It's like it's like if it hits a small party, do you just completely catch on fire, or just a part that caught on fire?
Well, as long as you're armored up and fully contained, you would probably take damage pretty easily, because it's turns you anything to ash, which basically anything with firepower can turn into ash, but I didn't really specify if it turned you to molten lava.
Overall, if it turns anything to ash, though, I could probably spare one limb to, like, that limb's not going to be able to fully adapt to it, but the rest of the body will.
Oh.
I'd give up an arm, be one-armed for a bit, and then just hold out the fight till I regenerate a new arm. And then it's like, it should be a lot easier from there.
So you're going to go take one hit from it so you can adapt to this flame. Once you adapt to this flame, you're going to go full Haas and like, keep going, brother.
Yep, just gonna go one-armed bandit on him. Just overall, I just need to survive a hit once, and there'll be diminishing returns.
Oh, nice. So, I've been thinking about it, and I think the way I would do it is pretty easily. So, again, we're gonna go with my giant frying pan.
Yeah.
So, my frying pan, I'll use it as a shield, and have him bite me with using the frying pan in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'll make it grow, making its mouth not able to close. So if he keeps shooting the Medigo flames, he's just gonna be heating the frying pan to a good cooking level. And I'm feeling guilt of defeating one of my favorite Digimon, Guillaumon being one of them, my favorite Digimon. I go ahead and start tapping it really hard with my Magic Breakers and start firing no matter what. Like, keep firing until he is digitized.
Oh.
So definitely, I'm gonna go with a bash.
Definitely bash.
Okay. So someone went ahead and entered more monsters from fictional things. So the next one is called a tamed adult sandworm.
Oh dear, Rindoon territory.
Yes, do you know this?
No, I just know sandworms, they bother me. That I don't like things that can swim in the ground, essentially.
Gotcha. So this is from a game called Battle Nations. It looks like a strategy game which you can use units and monsters to fight for your win, I guess.
That sounds straightforward.
Let's see. It looks like this is going to be a lot, so let's go ahead and go with basic attacks. Let's go with the overview real quick. Let's see.
Yeah.
Elder animals tamed during the weekend, February 13th. Nope. You can purchase this? Is this a purchasable monster?
Huh.
Okay, so people...
That's a bash then. Oh, no, it's a pass. You buy it, you don't have to fight it.
You know what? You got me there. Like, if you don't have to buy it, that's a win. Because it's one of the... I'm guessing these guys are all going to be bought. Oh, no. In this game, in this house, we do not buy tokens or gold or gems or diamonds. We do not dolphin or whale in gacha games. We do not do that, guys. We do not do that in this house at all. What we do here in this house is we grind. We grind for those tokens. We grind for those diamonds. We grind for those tickets. Those sweet, sweet gacha tickets. Because in this household, we don't spend money on gacha.
That's how they get you.
Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just push all these worms in Bash. Also because it's one and done there. Oh. Gotta buy them. We don't buy anything in this house. Oh god, that just takes up a good chunk of the battle together. But considering sandworms are how sandworms are, usually they're pretty scaly, strong, and can burrow to the ground. I think we can take them. The only problem with them, with a sandworm, is in order to beat them, you have to be eaten by them.
Oh yeah, the good old method of take it out from the Men in Black method.
And it works. It works. It works.
Indeed it does.
It's one of those, like, blow it from the inside and you win. It sucks. It makes the suit seem slimy and dirty, and the dry cleaners at the superhero shop charge a lot for the cleaning, but hey, it's worth a fight.
I think you should get a discount for having to go through the effort, because you already paid enough having to get in there.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So now we're gonna go with something someone said just for you, Grim. Just for you.
Just for me.
Yes.
Oh yeah!
The legendary yokai creature of Japanese folklore. The Ushi Oni. The demon cow.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what they do.
So we're gonna go with basic. We're gonna talk about the traditional folklore. See, is a yokai. The Ushi Oni, otherwise as Ox Demon, is a yokai or demon that is known for attacking and terrorizing people. The Ushi Oni is often depicted with a head of an ox, sharp horns, sharp fangs, and a spider-like body with 6 legs and a long claws. Its appearance may vary depending on the region or legend. So it can have various forms, but the basic form is a giant spider with a head of a cow with long horns and sharp fangs, and it has claws.
I can handle it.
Okay, so here's the things. It's aquatic, adaptive, it has poisonous saliva, it can shapeshift, it often disguises itself as humans, it has tentacles, and can drain a person's soul or energy if they make eye contact with it for a very long time.
Oh, this is way more dangerous than I thought.
Yes, so I think that it's possible. It's possible to beat it. Let's go with your first.
I don't know. Without any prior knowledge, I'm going to be looking at its horns a lot. And overall, I don't like being in large bodies of water. Votarls can't swim. I'm in heavy armor.
Oh. Don't worry, buddy. I can't swim either.
It's like I'm not going to drown, but I'm going to be terrified because I don't like large bodies of water. Right? I got thalassophobia.
Gotcha.
It's horrifying. I can't handle it. So I'm gonna have to, as much as my confidence was earlier, I'm gonna have to say pass. I can't. This is like it's built against me. It's a counter pick.
You won't even lock horns with it.
Like, I can handle the claws. I can handle the attacks. I'm gonna stare at it. I can't look away from something so magnificent. I'm gonna get tired. It's gonna get me. I don't want to. I'm gonna be in the water. It's like, well, god dang it.
So
Like, it technically wins. It takes me out of the fight.
okay. Wait a minute. You're just gonna stare at its horns like, man, there's some pretty massive horns. Pretty impressive horns there, man.
I'm gonna get sleepy. I'm gonna fall asleep. It gets too much energy. I'm just gonna take it. Oh, it's just going to fight this thing.
I would think you would ask, hey buddy, where'd you get the horn wax?
I got my own horn polish.
Gotcha. Well, considering that my helmet gives me the ability to breathe in space, because one of the things, in order for me to travel to different countries, I have to jump really high and do it like multiple times to, achieve max velocity out of the atmosphere, and then do a quick jump across different destination to hit the point I need to go, and then make sure that I don't land in some place with a bunch of people and cause a crater landing in it.
Cause a ruckus.
Yes. I would say that I can take it on underwater, but the biggest thing that I'm going to have issues with it is that it can use tentacles in its claws to lock my limbs apart and make me stare at its eyes, which, by the lore, if I stare at it for a very long time, it's going to suck my soul. Unless I have my helmet turned off.
Cool.
So, without having any visuals, how am I staring at it? In order for it to suck my soul, I had to lock deep into its eyes, and my helmet gives me the visuals to be able to see it. These eyes you see aren't little beady white my actual eyes. They're just the visualization of what my eyes should look like behind the mask.
Yeah.
So shutting it off, the easy part. The hard part is making sure that I can, bring my arms back together and pull my boken out to cut one of his limbs out. So it's gonna be an overall hard fight because I can't swim, and no matter how hard I can jump, I can't jump in water. I'll probably sink like a rock. It's gonna be a fight of attrition, and I can't even use the mansion breakers to give me a boost because I don't think you can use like jet engines in water, can you?
I think he can. It's still a form of propulsion.
Okay, this is going to be a hard fight. It's not going to be an easy fight. It's not overly strong. It has the issue of like poison, which again, I don't think that's going to be an issue for me. But it's just going to be wrecking me bit by bit, while I just kind of just take it there. So I'm going to say bash because I can take it, but it's going to be a horrible fight all the way through.
Yeah, this is surprisingly one of the more decisively difficult ones.
Yes. Okay, here's the next one. And I'm surprised out of the whole amount of dragons someone informed me to fight. This is going to be a horrible one to even think about. Shin Godzilla.
Banchō.
Yes?
Quick thing. I had an idea for like the future. I'll tell you after we finish this Basher Bash.
Yes. So this one is Shin Godzilla.
Oh boy, I've been thinking about this one.
Okay, so I'm excited with how some people, actually gave it some stuff. And if this is successful and people enjoy the stream and enjoy the VOD going forward, I want to do it at least once every 3 to 4 months. Maybe 6 months, really. I need to get more money so I can actually get my second form, so we can talk about different forms and how my different forms can take on different villains and monsters. So let's start with its abilities. It has a bunch of abilities, but the first one is the usual one, the atomic breath, which is a super thermal radiation particle flame, which slices through buildings and strikes distant targets when firing an atomic breath. Godzilla's body emits a purple glow, which concentrated from his dorsal fin. Godzilla's upper jaw unhinges, his lower jaw, which splits apart. So basically, think about the alien.
Yeah, I've seen the scene.
So basically that, and it just fires its cannon. So it has to charge up before it fires.
Yeah, it has a wind-up time.
And then we have the next thing called the dorsal plate beams. Shin Godzilla can also redirect his atomic energy to fire numerous purple beams from between his dorsal fins. These beams are capable of destroying objects 1,000 meters around Godzilla and are capable of his atomic breath. Comparable to his atomic breath. So you're getting hit with radiation coming from his beams of his mouth and beams coming out of his dorsal fins.
Yep.
And then we have its tail beam, because doesn't just have beams coming out of his spine, it also has beams coming out of his tail.
So many lasers.
And it can do self-mutilation.
Yeah, what?
You heard me. It self-mutilates. One of Godzilla's most unique abilities is the ability to self-mutilate. While all other organisms mutate and evolve gradually over countless generations, Godzilla has the ability to mutate its DNA at will and adapt to any situation. According to the character in the film, Godzilla is the most evolved creature on the planet, possessing 8 times the genetic information of human beings. Godzilla started out as a prehistoric sea creature that adapted to feed on nuclear waste in a habitat, then continued to growing and evolving over a period of 60 years. After destroying the Tokyo Bay alkaline, Godzilla evolved to his second form, developing legs capable of bringing him to the land, bringing on land. After wandering through Tokyo, Godzilla evolved further into his third form, developing longer arms and standing upright on 2 legs. When he surfaced once before, and Godzilla has reached the 4th form, which basically he is not self-mutation. Self-mutation. I misread that. I read self-mutilation. No, the self-mutation. So basically, he can adapt.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that's definitely something that I can definitely match with.
So he can adapt and evolve. He goes from the old, riddle from the... God, I can't even remember the name. The Sphinx riddle, where you start crawling as a baby on 4 legs, you walk on 2 legs as a man, and by the afternoon you walk on 3 legs as an old man with a cane.
And then you just had it. Where's the cane?
Oh, because it goes in the morning. You walk on 4. What walks on 4 legs in the morning?
I got the riddle. I remember the riddle. I was trying to equate what'd be Godzilla's cane when it gets super old. Probably the tail.
Yeah. Let's see. It is durable. Let's see. Shin Godzilla extremely durable. It resists to most conventional weapons. So any conventional weapons like the Apache helicopter, H-1 Cobra, Type 10 tank, they did not seem to be aware of any attacks. So it can take missiles and all kinds of ballistic bombardment at its face and be like, did it fly?
This would, okay, I forgot an important detail a while ago that I feel like would be the only way I'd have a chance of beating something like Shin Godzilla. So I have I told you about the black hole sun?
Oh, I remember you told me about you being able to manipulate gravity.
Oh yeah, basically it's like sort of like a limited time use state where I can basically turn telekinesis into gravity manipulation and generate a black hole between my horns.
Ooh, that's
The
going to be an interesting
longer,
weapon to use.
wait a second, the longer I use, the horns can only handle so much. They start to crack, and if those break, I lose my balance. I can't move without my horns. They're my equilibrium.
Oh.
I've been leaving it out of the fights because it's sort of an instant win. Because black hole. I feel like with Shin Godzilla, the only way I could have a chance is using it because it'd bend light, so it could catch the lasers, or at the very least deflect them, and do enough damage to potentially take it out. Because so far, my only options is just getting close, adapt to the radiation, survive a hit from a laser beam, and then just start unloading on its head so it can't do another laser beam.
Gotcha. So, let's see. It's durability, and it has body fluids. Okay, so Godzilla releases a red, superheated body fluid, presumably from his blood, when he first appeared. So he gushes out superheated blood from his body.
Radioactive, boiling blood.
It's starting to feel more and more bad for me. Anti-flash defense membrane. Anti-flash defensive membrane.
Basically, it has like a thing. It has a second eyelid that protects its eyes when it does radiation stuff, since like you can't stare at radiation.
Gotcha. And then
it keeps your eyes from frying, like staring at the sun.
Ooh. And let's see, phase array radar. According to the American scientist, Godzilla possesses a biological phase array radar, which allows him to detect threats without needing to see them. So, if he sees you as a threat, watch out.
Oh, dang, that makes it more difficult.
And lastly, he has weaknesses, which is great if you're fighting him in his third form. Not his fourth form. Yeah. In his third form, the nuclear fission inside Godzilla's body generates such a large amount of heat that he needed to return to the ocean to cool down. The ability of Godzilla from fourth form is not limitless either, as he was visibly injured when he was struck by a massive ordnance penetration bomb, dropping by the American B-2 bomber. Godzilla also depletes his own atomic energy when he uses his radiation heat too much. So its weaknesses is it can take penetrative damage. If it uses its powers way too much, it'll overheat, and then it'll have to go back into the ocean to cool off.
Welcome back, Martin.
And hey, Martin, thanks for getting back here. How's your trip?
Yeah, we've been bashing a lot.
Yeah, the list is pretty good, and I love this. I enjoy this. This has been a fun conversation altogether because usually people do Smash or Pass or the VTuber tier list or other things, which seem fun, but this level of fun is more entertaining because you're talking about your lore. You're talking about if you can take on the biggest, baddest monsters of creation in your base forms. Okay, don't do that. Drive safely.
Drive home.
Yeah. Drive home. Be careful. Also, never drink and drive. You do not want a DUI.
Unless you want to stay hydrated.
Drink some water, though. What am I? Beauty and the Beast movie premiered, but we decided there's a new movie. There's a new Beauty and the Beast movie.
I think that I ain't sure. I didn't even know.
Right? I thought the Beauty and the Beast movie that was supposed to come out already came out a while ago with Emma Stone. Oh, that's cool. The last time I saw a in-scope project or in-scope play was Grease. and then I wrote a paper saying that I hated the play.
Yeah.
Like, I was asked to go to watch the play, write my own thoughts and feelings about the movie Grease, and then I said to myself, this sucks because this girl is changing for this guy, and this guy changing for this girl, and it doesn't seem fair that both need to change to accept the other. Which is, weird thing for me. And honestly, if you want to be together, be together. You don't have to be different or be the same as the other person. Love is what is love should be. Accepting one another or understanding one another.
Yeah.
So, 1940s Greece, 1950s style Greece, sorry, you're my cup of tea.
Yep, sorry, Grease, you're on the pass.
Yeah. So, we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, the theater's fancy? You got a fancy... Wait a minute, aren't you New York? Isn't New York the whole thing about theater and drama and plays? In Gen? I would expect New York colleges to have good theaters.
So, a quick thing about Godzilla.
Ooh.
I have the best answer for the bashing.
Ooh, okay.
I can bash forms 1 through 3, but going with the unused part of the script, forms 4 and beyond are unwinnable.
I would have to agree with that.
Have you seen the script or heard of the script?
Apparently, the last and final form, which is apparently they're going to go with a total of 5 forms instead of just 4, he becomes a god, right?
He becomes an entire microcosm universe separate from our own that encompasses ours.
The fuck?
Yes. So it's apparently there's some scrapped concepts or something where if the movie continued, a more humanoid Godzilla giant would have come out, and then just gets progressively bigger and more cosmic to where it is. We're just in the eye of Godzilla because he's a universe and everyone is Godzilla. I think I can't remember the exact detail, but essentially, you can't even touch him.
Oh, he basically becomes God.
Basically,
the fact that he can adapt, I think there's no real way to win this one. This is just one of those inconceivable things that he keeps growing, he keeps getting stronger.
It's his conceptual adaptation is far beyond what I can even adapt to. At most, you need instantaneous cellular destruction in order to take care of him, and that even is before he adapts to it.
You know what? I'm gonna add I'm gonna add a new tier.
What is the tier?
It's gonna be God tier.
Yeah, we can't fight this. We can't fight this. We can't fight in all its forms. We can't fight at all. Zilla tier.
You see? Oh! I love that Zilla tier. And if we said imagine if we said we could win this fight. Do you know how many Godzilla fans would come at us?
That'd be because you're overpowered, you're god modding, we gotta fight this thing, it's god modding.
No. I think I can do well when it came to his 4th form and, block some beams, because I literally wrote in my lore that I can block beams with the back of my hands. But he doesn't just shoot average beams, he shoots a barrage of beams. It's basically a walking beam turret.
Yep.
So
it's that. You got the face and the tail. If you're going at him from behind, you got the tail and all the spines, which is way worse.
And that sounds like a job for someone who's able to move around fast enough, dodge and weave.
I ain't that quick. I can only tank the hits.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Definitely, we cannot fight Zilla tier. Not at this time. Not at this moment.
Overall, I think we got this all set up good.
Yes. So, as we go, we're not going to talk about this real quick. I'm going to go download this image.
Yeah. Also, I gotta make that suggestion before I forget. For like, there's a way we can keep doing this
Ooh,
instead of having to rely on like people submitting stuff.
ooh.
What if like every now and then we just did fashion passes of franchises?
Oh.
Now we just find a character list, change the tier list, and then just go over. Can we beat these characters? How do we do in this world?
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. So what do you want to?
Also have like more tiers of Grim Bash, Banchō Bash, and Both Bash. So
Oh, I like that. I should have done that for the last one. This is gonna be that's a good idea. We're gonna go with
no worries.
the next one.
This is a test run.
Yes. I love this test run. I enjoy this test run. This was a fun test run.
It's mighty fun.
Right? Everybody does the same thing. Either the VTuber like tier list, or does the Smash or Pass tier list, or Chaos or Crazy tier list. I feel like this is an interesting one because now you're taking one thing into account: your lore, the cringy lore you created for your VTuber character, which in itself is awesome.
Yeah.
So now you're
Next tier list should be all the Godzilla monsters.
Oh my. That is... Oh my. The amount of hate, the amount of cringe, the amount of people who like to say, you cannot be Godzilla!
We'll keep the Zilla tier for every Godzilla.
Yes, that's... I think that Godzilla is an overpowered creature, but he's not that overpowered. There's always a way to win. There's always a way to slash.
The overpowered is he keeps coming back.
Yes, he is a force of nature that cannot be brought down or kicked down with a heel. He keeps coming, which, in some forms, that's a good level of determination. That shows mighty fine determination. Yeah, I think we can start the next one. Should we do it in a month or two?
I'll give a little bit.
Yeah. So I feel like we should do one of the Body Morphing Power Rangers for the first run of this.
Alright, like all the monsters of the week?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds fun. I'll need refreshers on what each one could do, because some had like some crazy stuff.
Don't worry about it. I'll make another list. I'll make another grid. I'm making a lot of things to go with it. Because that was fun doing some of the research for this.
Mighty fun.
And the amount of, again, I'm going to thank the person who brought in his OCs for this Bash or Pass. I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me your characters for this. It's one of those things that you don't really see people, handing out, hey, can you, I don't mind giving you my characters and everything. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Malik, otherwise known as at Netanel Netanel _BH. Hail King.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I meant to say? No, I'm going to one of the most expensive. Oh, you're going to one of the most expensive colleges in Georgia? I should have read that a minute ago. I'm sorry, Martin. That's expensive. That's costly. I went to inner city. I went to inner city college. I have a degree in criminal justice. Which I can't even use. A $5 certificate. It can only be used every so often. Yeah, you gotta network with the bigwigs so you can get the good jobs. It's a smart move.
Indeed.
Oh, congrats! Good job! You got a good job? Great. It took me a while before I got a job when I graduated college. But hey, so what do you want to do next? It's a 6-month job. You know, they say any experience is a good experience.
Yep. Oh, yep. I hope we have a good time there, Martin.
Yep. Anyways, what do you want to do anything else for the night, Grim? Want to play some Gundam?
Yeah, let's do a little bit of Gundam.
Yeah, let's go break out some Gundam.
At least till we hit the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No video?
Speaking of which, I was well, what? No video.
No video, no problem.
Ooh. And also I had a thought. Are you looking forward? I feel like you're gonna enjoy Mecha Break.
Oh, did you try it already?
I've tried it already on PC.
Same. I'm gonna love it. It gives me the freedom nostalgia. It gives me so much freedom nostalgia. You know?
Yeah. And also you can add to your you can add to when you stream. We're gonna Mecha Break out.
Oh, my catchphrase being double used.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That sounds awesome.
I like how they have 2 mechs made specifically for me, Tricera and Stego.
What, for reals? Wait a minute. There's a mech called Tricera?
Yeah, it's a mech that dual wields Gatling guns, has shoulder mounted Gatling guns, and has a flip out howitzer that goes over its head.
That's sweet.
And overall it can transform into a turret with shields on it, so it's basically a trenched in platform that just fires an ocean of lead at whatever you want to get rid of.
Oh my, that's sweet.
And the Stego is the rocket variant of the Tricera.
Dude, it looks like it's gonna be a sweet game. When is it coming out again?
I have no idea. I'm just waiting for the PlayStation playtest so I can legitimately stream it.
Nice. I'm waiting for Gundam Breakers coming out next week.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be fun. Did you try the network test for the Gundam Breakers?
No, I missed that.
I got a chance, and it was really pretty fun. I had the chance to use the Gundam Infinity parts.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this because I gotta do it. I was able to do "Get over here! Get over here!" multiple times because it has the ability to do "Hey, you there? Get over here."
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be fun in a bun.
Indeed. Oh, you want to like another fun thing about the Tricera was?
What is it?
Since it deploys shields when it switches to turret mode,
That's that thing?
Yeah. It has 4 shields that 4 energy shields that are around it where it has a bit more defense. But if you time it and transform when someone's about to swing at you, it counts as a parry.
Okay, so wait a minute. Is the Tricera one able to capture its enemies in a field of 4 walls?
No, you're thinking of the Welkin. The shields are on its body.
Oh.
They're very close. It's not projecting the shields outwards. They're purely on it where it has more protective coverage. Thing on the front and back, left and right, cross pattern along its turret mode.
Gotcha. I think I actually fought that one and beat it with the regular one.
Yeah. So it's if someone tries to swing at me, I'll activate turret mode, and while they're staggered, just unload all my firepower on them with all 4 Gatling guns and the howitzer.
Nice. So basically, you go full heavy arms on a full.
Yes, I go full. I straight up heavy arms. Just transform and unload everything. And if it's a light armor mech that tried to do the melee, Spotlight armored mech. It's not there anymore. But it's funny. Especially when it's that one mech that has like a drill spear. Those things are scary if you're not a ultra heavy. So I do hope when the full game comes out, you can change the weapons and that there's an autocannon variant.
Oh.
As much as I love miniguns, I like the thump of an autocannon.
That's cool. Also,
Yep.
Nitro sucks.
Yeah.
It just said that, hey, I see you trying to stream the screen with someone else, but guess what? If you join now to Nitro Plus, you can share this with your friend. Discord.
Wait, what?
Discord just said I can't share my screen with you anymore.
Why?
It's basically telling me, no, you can't share your screen anymore, you gotta pay this.
That's always been a feature.
Yeah. I was wondering why the screen went black and like, oh, well, this is fun. Okay, Grim, guess what?
What?
We get free pools tonight.
Oh, sweet.
Right? I'm gonna swing it. Come on! Come to daddy!
Supply drop time!
Get some good.
Okay, come on.
Material
Man.
drop now!
Bronze?
Yes, let's keep it going! Go, go, go!
Bronze?
Yes, let's keep it going! Go, go, go!
Bronze?
Yes, let's keep it going! Go, go,
Bronze?
Yes, let's keep it going!
Bronze? Oh! Silver? Silver or gold? Silver or gold? Silver or gold? Silver!
It's a beam saber.
No, it's a beam gun.
Sorry, the stream's delayed.
Going. Go, go,
Bronze.
Yes, let's
Ooh.
go, go, go.
Gold, silver, gold, silver, gold, silver, gold, silver. Silver. Ooh. Hill Rider.
Yes, let's keep
Ooh.
it going! Go,
Gold or
go,
silver?
go.
Gold or silver. Silver.
You got better rolls than I did when I did this.
Oh, look at this! Oh my god! Come on. This is gonna be a gold one. Oh, come on! Big money, big money,
Beam
big money!
saber, that'd be funny.
No, but I already got it. I got it before. It's a mobile suit gun katana. Bullshit. This game is jank. Never playing this game again.
There it is!
You're gonna play it again.
I know. Okay, so I have enough to do one more roll because now I have the what's it called? 15% off.
Ooh, I see you're going for a supply
Yeah,
drop.
the discount roll.
So we're gonna go for it.
What time is it?
Supply time. Let's go.
Requesting a material drop for the designated point, please.
Ooh, first one is silver.
Material drop now.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Yes, let's keep it going. Go, go, go.
Okay, bronze.
Yes, let's keep it going. Go, go, go.
Ooh, silver.
Huh.
What's it called? The Action from Gundam New.
Yep, the blueberry.
Keep it going. Go, go.
Data Cannon HBS.
Yes, let's keep it going.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
Beam rifles.
Yes, let's keep it going. Go,
Go
go,
go. Beam sword.
Let's keep it going.
Another beam sword.
Yes, let's keep it going. Go, go, go.
Another beam sword. No, it's a Greg. It's a Gog.
Yes, let's keep it going.
Go go go.
Yes, let's keep it going.
Go go go. Bronze.
There it is.
But I got good stuff. I got a Gaza E. I got a Rick Dom. I got the I had Jin, and then I got the Gog. They're all raid types.
Oh yeah.
I'm not good with raid types. I'm only good with general ones.
Ooh,
Dang it.
So you're going for a supply drop.
Ooh!
These are the current supply materials.
Oh man, I wish I had the tickets to buy that nice Banshee, the unicorn. Oh well.
Come again. Promise me you'll come back.
Ooh, I got a medal.
Ooh.
I have a bronze medal. Nice.
I handle pilot
Wait.
sorties for the whole camp.
So, one of the things I've been doing lately, in order to have like the tokens to grind for this, is that every night before I go to bed, I at least do a couple rounds of GBO to collect all the daily tokens, which is just 3 a day. So when it comes to playing with you, when I play with you, I can do a roll.
Well, that's nice. I'm currently sitting on 102 tokens.
Nice.
Like, I'm waiting for like the roll that I'm worth. I feel like this is worth investing.
Making preparations for.
Oh, you're waiting for you're collecting your stonks for that roll. Nice. I should be doing that too. Okay, so
I'm
let's
worried
see.
if,
Canceling
but I'm worried the
making
moment I do
preparations
is like
for
the next two, like, oh, you should have saved up for this one, idiot.
It's always one thing or another when it comes to gacha. You never know what the flags are gonna
Yep.
be or the banners. Okay, so we have 2 things going on tonight. Oh, never mind. It just reset itself.
Canceling proceed. Making preparations for sortie.
Oh,
It's going to reset itself in like 3 minutes, so I don't think we're gonna have enough time to either choose ace match or a basic match. So we'll see when it resets itself. You know,
I was waiting for the reset.
yeah, let's start with the reset. Also, I really want to play Fortnite now.
Yeah.
I never wanted to play Fortnite. Oh!
Did
I
you
probably
hear about
missed the beater. No. Oh, hey Violet, thanks for stopping by. And you just missed it by a mile. So now me and Grim playing some Gundam. But if you want to see who we were going to take on, Bash or Pass, I will put it in the Twitter, my account, in just a second.
Yep.
Gonna give me a minute. Just gotta find the capture I had. Gotta go to this. Oh, there we go. Doo-doo. Go here real quick. I'm gonna post this here as well. You're good. Sleep is good. Sleep is necessary. Everybody should sleep. If you're not sleeping, then you're not having a good time. People always say sleep is for the weak. No, it's not. Sleep is for the healthy. Sleep is necessary. You have good dreams when you sleep. Unless you're me, then you're having some bad dreams.
Oh no.
Don't worry about my dreams. Sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night screaming, going like, oh my, did someone just try to kill me in my dreams?
I had a train of thought, but I lost it.
Did you go ahead and multi-drift?
Yeah.
You know, I actually came up with a joke once after hearing that the guy who wrote Initial D wrote a manga about trains drifting.
That was the same guy?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He wrote a story and it became a game about trains racing each other and drifting. Do you know what the drifting thing was called?
No.
Multi-track drifting.
What? Oh. All right.
Right? Such a genius thought process, and I love it so much because sometimes my train of thought rests from one track to the next track, so I enjoyed the whole thing of going multi-track drifting.
Hey, Red.
Do. Ba-dum-bum, 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 bum, bum, bum. I can't do that either because I'll get in trouble by that company.
Oh no. Also, what are some future? We need to make like a roadmap of future bash and passes.
Oh, so for anyone who wants to watch my future, sorry.
Oh, you first. You first. It's your stream.
So for anyone who wants to watch me stream or watch my videos, I put on my VODs on my YouTube channel. Which give me a second. I'm gonna go to my YouTube real quick. Go to my thing. Click on this. Click on that. Click on my thing. Because I know that by a couple days or so, Twitch will delete my videos. But YouTube's eternal. Until it's not.
Oh no.
I'm going to go ahead and pin this right here. If you guys want to go and check my past VODs and this VOD, where we talk about different things that we did today, please do so. I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate you guys talking to me. I am cheerful, but, you know, when you go into criminal justice and study criminal justice, you become kind of a cynic. And that's one thing I never bring to my streams. I want to be happy, I want to be cheerful, and I want to be sarcastic. And I want to be a little bit cringe and crazy with everybody because, personally speaking, apparently by everybody's style of talking, when they talk to me, oh, have fun at work, do your best, and you got this! Drink some Red Bull, drink some water, and kick some ass! Those who stand with me, those who watch my stream under my banner, are now part of my squad, and I hope that you have a glorious day filled with victory!
Making
That's
preparations
powerful,
for
man.
sorting.
Right? Okay, so now we have two things to do. We have a situation battle, which is unrestricted, and we have a basic match and a basic match in Earth or space.
I'd say let's do the 450.
450? Okay. The match. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel. Ah, cancel. Cancela. I need to find a group of people that speak Spanish and do like some Spanish collab streams.
That would be fun, because I honestly get terrified when people speak other languages. Not just like terrified language, like I don't know what they're saying. They could be saying anything, and I wouldn't know what they're saying.
Don't worry, Grim. Stick with me and I can translate everything for you in Spanish. Japanese is a different thing altogether. I know some Japanese. Oh, no, don't sweat. You're good. No sudas aquí. Aquí, en esta casa, no se suda. Aquí en esta casa, estamos bien secos. Someone said suda, which I don't know if he's saying a different form of suda or the one that I think about. Because when someone says suda, it means sweat.
But there's a mobile suit called the Zuda.
Oh, really? Then I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's the blue one that went so fast the pilot exploded.
The hell?
So it was an early Xeon mobile suit that when test driving, it was like the fastest suit, but it wasn't safe. To where one of the people that was test flying in space lost control and started catching on fire. But since it was in space and momentum is infinite in space, he just drifted into the void, screaming while on fire, turning into a comet.
That sounds like the worst death ever. You're already riding a metal coffin, but this metal coffin is turning you into your own. What's the best word for this? It's now become a urn. It's now an urn.
Yep. Man,
No.
If the Zuda was red, it'd be faster.
No. You have to add red paint. Red paint makes things even faster. If the Zootopia was already fast, we're making this light speed. Rescue. Da 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 da. Sorry.
Oh, that one brought me back.
Dude, I've been watching TikTok videos all day where someone's just putting light speed, rescue. And I just can't help but go and start singing that song. Going back to when I was
I keep getting recommended videos of like Power Rangers toy channels. Like they show like a line from a series. They start putting the Zords together into various combinations. It's very satisfying.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. The favorite part of this is it has a massive 135mm rifle.
I think that's the Zuda F. Because it has an anti-ship rifle.
Oh, so it's a port weapon?
Yeah, but it's a general in this game, so it's anti-support. It's basically a general that can snipe raid types.
Oh, what a snap!
But also, it's a more improved version of the Zuda, so I think it's less likely to explode.
Gotcha. So basically, they made it easy. Oh, the normal one has one too.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay,
Man.
so like regular Zuda is a counter sniper for supports.
Oh my.
I remember one time, early on when I first started playing this game, I was in a match that had like 3 Zudas with the anti-ship rifle. They all got in my face and just kept chain stunning me with their rifles.
I hate being stunned.
Like, when it's a suit that's designed to chain stun, it's understandable because it's tuned to be that way. But when you have a secret team that are taking turns with their cooldowns and communicating, like, okay, mine's back up, I'll take the next shot. That's what I speculate was going on. But the way they took turns and waited in a circle was like, oh my goodness, this is evil. I love it.
Okay, so he's commenting saying that the cannon, the rifle, is taller than the Sudan.
Oh yeah.
That makes me think of Hellgate? Not Hellgate. The one anime with the British girl with a giant cannon.
Helsing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
And I've seen all the videos when it comes to like the what's it called? The bridge?
Yeah.
And I just have to say Sudan basically saying it loves giant rifles. There's a meme for this. I don't know where to make it for the Gundam community, but there's a meme for this. Also, can anyone help me?
Help you what?
So, I haven't done it in a while, but I'll probably do it again. Where I, do Gunpowder and stream.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to figure out how to do you want to build a Gundam?
Oh, that would be funny.
But here's the thing. Nothing rhymes after build a Gundam.
It's hard to keep track of.
Yes. Martin, I will do a cover song of Frozen, Let It Go. No, a cover song. Do you want to build a snowman? But I'll change it to say, do you want to build a Gundam? Okay,
you could
fine.
You could say You could say Gunpla and it'd just be like, you can rhyme it with Poopla.
Okay. Do you want to build a Gunpla? Doesn't have to be a Gunpla.
Team has been established. Commence final
Just involve the tongue.
A future idea, Banchō. I was needing to mention this. We need to make a list of series that we both know, to where we have a decent backlog for future Bastion passes. Like we got Power Rangers, we have Godzilla. I think I got some animes on my mind that could potentially have like a lot of interesting stuff with it.
The thing is, back in high school or in college, I was bored and I wrote a list of every single anime I've seen as a kid growing up. Like any show that I watched in Mexico, any show I watched here in the States, or any show that I was able to, find on YouTube or rent from the library.
Yeah.
So the list became like 5, 8 pages long.
Very well.
Oh jeez.
Like, I didn't just go ahead and talk about the shows. I talk about the movies, I talk about the OVAs, the side stories, the main seasons and stuff.
Catapult deck is open. Mobile suit team.
I watched a lot of anime growing up. Like, if I were to equate the amount of tokusatsu shows people have seen to me watching anime, it'd probably be bigger than the amount of tokusatsu shows. And tokusatsu's been going on for like over 50 years.
Begin the mission.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna stick with you.
let's go. Behind us.
I'm falling back. I see a ghoul. They have a ghoul.
Okay,
Alright, we need to fall
I would
back.
say fall back, fall back. We have 4 people
Yeah.
total. These guys already knew where they're coming from. One's coming
Get
after
to
you.
the stairs.
One's coming after you.
Get to the ramp. No, no. Rendezvous. Oh, what hit me? Oh, I got hit in the back by a teammate. That's fine.
No!
Oh, crap.
Grim!
I'm okay. I'm okay. He's being staggered to death.
You don't hit my friend and go away! I take you on in the name of the kings!
This game's a bit laggy.
I gotcha! This is for my friend!
I'm okay.
I know, I feel like it's being the usual thing when it comes to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we have one nasty looking guy over here who's committing himself to some nasty static HD. Got him!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think this
shoot.
match might have a bad connection. There's a lot of hits that are being super delayed. Delayed hit registration.
Supporting fire incoming. Evacuate the target area.
Oh. Hey, buddy.
I'm dropping in.
Firing has supporting fire. That mobile suit can't take much more. You should eject.
So here's my question. When it comes to other states' ISPs, does everybody say have the same form of ISP?
What's ISP?
Internet service provider.
It varies. It's a pick your poison sort of deal because some areas have like
I'm dead.
I got you back. No.
He stabbed me. He
Get
took
it.
me out. It hurt.
Hey,
The metal
fall back.
coffin.
Yeah, I fired the missiles at his feet. It should have staggered him. It's like he's got like a bad connection. He's teleporting.
Definitely.
But
Oh, damn, we're behind.
Some areas in the states have like dead zones where certain providers have better reception than others.
Oh,
All I can tell you is HughesNet was the worst of them. Because it essentially, so it was one of those crap ones where you had a limited amount of data.
oh no.
The super high ones, so like the ones that like you could afford, was watching one YouTube video would just tank your data, and you had to wait 24 hours from the moment it went off in order to start again. Otherwise, you just have crap internet that would not connect at all.
That sounds like a
with
nightmare.
Usenet, but thankfully, there were particular hours where you had unlimited internet.
Reals?
You know what those hours were?
When you were at work?
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
So basically when everybody's at work or at school.
It's like in the middle of the night when no one's awake. Also, I think I'm about to disconnect. My connection is at 0 bars.
Oh my.
Oh no, I hope I don't. I will not get a penalty though, thank you.
No, Grim! He got taken out by the internet gods!
Remember me! But aside from that, Usenet was really full of crap. They set the rules. It's like, hey, you have unlimited internet, but it's going to be the time where everyone's asleep. I didn't have a job back then, but I did have school. So on the weekends was the only time like, okay, I'm going to stay up all night so I can just binge watch what I want, or like binge do whatever I want. And here's the thing, I could not, there was like, for that whole year, it was the dark age for me, because I couldn't play with my friends, because I wanted to play on the PlayStation, but booting that thing up and doing anything online would also tank the data.
That sounds horrid.
It was strong arming you. It was like, hey, you should upgrade the thing to where we moved out and got better internet. You gotta pay $300 to uninstall your services. Like, screw that. You can come after us if you want to. And I don't think they did. They're like, it was so terrible.
These guys are all raids.
Oh my.
No wonder they're kicking our ass. They're all freaking raids.
Especially the ghoul.
Gotcha!
Yes, the connection
I gotcha!
was on my end.
Armor get time! No! I had him! No! No voy a salir como aquí! No van a matarme así! No me matarán! No me matarán! Did not kill me! Did not kill me! They thought they could kill me, but they couldn't! Aha! I'm gonna take you down like this! Take my cannon! Never mind. I didn't have much of a cannon to begin with. I'm gonna go ahead and run to base now. They're all raid types.
I was stacked against me from the start.
Like, and they're really good at teaming up.
2 minutes left in the mission.
I think I got one more match in me after this. I need to go and eat. I'm rather finished.
Gotcha.
Oh,
And
fun.
to put more salt in the wound, they can go ahead and bomb our base.
Oh, they're in it to win it. But another future tier thing. Have you watched a certain scientific railgun?
Yes. No, I've only watched a certain scientific index, but I know about the railgun.
You mean a certain magical index?
Yes.
Okay. I got a funny story with you on that. I watched Railgun first, and I didn't know Index exists till like the crossover episode. And then when I watched it, I immediately hated it.
Oh my.
Like, personally, I hate magic in the extent of Raildex. Because it's like, a Railgun first, like, okay, it's like there's an Esper system, there are rules, there's like a way to categorize people's strengths and weaknesses. Cool. Hey, is this one character that has an unexplainable thing where he can just nullify that? Oh, cool. I wonder what Esper ability that is. Get into Index. Like, wow. All this magic's kind of bullcrap.
Yeah. That's how I started when it comes to that series, though. Also, here's the funny thing. On that. So, you know the name of his ability? Roman's ability?
Imagine Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name of a weapons?
Yeah, Imagine Driver.
No. That's my watch. That's how I transform. My gauntlets are called Imagine Breakers.
Oh yeah, I was wondering why that sounded familiar. You punk, get over here!
I didn't do it on purpose. I totally forgot that was the thing.
Yeah, you reminded me of an anime that makes me angry. That's okay.
But instead of having my things being able to notify anything, everything, my whole thing is actually literally breaking shit.
Yeah.
And they're just big steel gauntlets.
Yeah, I will give credit though to the series. It knows how to make you watch both of them because you get context in one that is not in the other.
Oh, that's good writing.
Like, have you watched all of Index?
I need to. I still haven't gotten to watch all of the Index. Like, I'm still in the final season.
So, I think I've caught up so far with the season. I don't know if there was any new ones that came out since I was watching it. But like, a character died. A character from Railgun died. And when a new season of Railgun came out, we watched an episode where that character is like, here's the thing, it got so wild because due to certain key things from Index, me and a friend of mine that was watching it, we made a timeline. We could tell what happened based on this character, based on like one character and another character's interactions. So when that character said like, oh, this is before they died. Also, that episode was okay. So here's another fun thing. At the time, I was learning Bookmall, which is Norwegian stuff. Bookmall.
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 Can you type it in so I can read it? Because I can't think of it in my head.
I forgot how to spell it. But basically, it's just Norwegian. It's just Norwegian.
Okay, Norwegian.
So, anyway, the episode that character showed up in was the most red flag episode because the episode was titled Hadet Bra, which is Norwegian. It is Norwegian for goodbye.
Well, fuck. That's a foreshadowing for sure.
It is the thing. You wouldn't know that unless like the creators was taunting me. He's like, hey, you know this character that you saw get brutally murdered? Here's their last episode in the other series where they haven't died yet. And it's like, okay, so the character does the thing. Also, it does, okay, the character's hanging out with this character who got their arm broke in Index, but they're fine. Their arm hasn't been broken yet. And then the episode, and at the end, time skips to like, oh, their arm's suddenly broken. It's like, oh no. And it's like, her friend's arm got broken. And she's wondering where that character has been, and they don't tell you what happened to her. Unless you watch the episode of Index where, oh, they're just dead. They don't know. No one's gonna know. If you don't watch Index, you're not gonna have that you're not gonna have that context. It's like, it's smart. I hate it. It's smart.
For you to even understand Index, you also have to watch Index, you have to watch Railgun, and then you have to watch Accelerate.
You don't have to watch Accelerator.
Really?
I've watched Accelerator. It's like, the only connection it has is a group that shows up in Railgun, but it's not that significant. So like, oh, these characters showed up in this other thing. It doesn't go any farther than that.
You know what I want to do? I want to do a watch-a-thon one day where we can start watching some anime and have people like, okay, we're going to watch this anime. If you guys have Crunchyroll or, you know, I rated the seas, you can watch this episode with us. We're going to do a quick review of this episode, talk about what we think, and then go like, interesting.
Well, let's do another 450.
Okay. Because I think that'd be fun too.
I love Railgun for the science. I hate Index where it's like, oh, magic exists this entire time and the science people don't know the magic people exist. And it's like, okay, I saw a character that had an ability to, like, they summoned a crystallic bone sword. And it's like, oh, that's cool. And I thought, oh, that's cool science. I guess they're like manipulating the particles in the air to make this crystal. No, it's just Aztec magic.
Aztec magic. Oh, yes. I saw that group. They're part of the different church of Catholic the different Catholic Church.
Also, I will give credit. I like how different types of magic has different rules, but overall, I don't like Aztec/Mayan magic.
Good work.
You know, as someone who's Hispanic, I would want that, and the kind of magic.
The whole camp.
No, just like, you don't understand. That is self-sacrificial magic. Like you have to give up parts of yourself, like permanent. I don't know if you saw this part yet, but basically, there's a magic that requires you to have someone nearby so you can use their bones for ammo.
Okay, that is kind of fucked up, but I'm guessing that they decided to use this kind of magic as a kind of a thing that, ooh, people from the Latin America, Mayans and Aztecs, like to do sacrifices. So, what would be interesting? Let's just make the magic so you have to use someone else's body and fluids to sacrifice.
Oh no, you can use you can use yourself, but if you're smart, you have someone's like, okay, you're going to be my magazine for this match. I have 264 uses of this magic. Cause like he uses the the best example, he uses the magic with himself, and like he uses it 3 times, and one of his fingers is just a useless little. It has no bones in it.
Maybe.
And it's like he has a person nearby, like, okay, you're now missing all your ribs and a leg. You're laying on the floor. I want to keep using this. But there's also like the other dude. It's like his entire magic was mimic magic, but it requires to cut off someone's skin in order to like make a mask. Like just a chunk, not like their whole skin.
That sounds like something's been used a couple times in different forms of media and anime, where you have to cut someone's face off to use their face to make a mask.
Oh no, you didn't need to cut off their face. You just need like a chunk of skin.
No, but in some other forms of media, has been used multiple times, and it sounds like the exam system. Someone commented that. The exam system is great until it breaks down.
Oh.
But only with the let's see, Blue Destiny? You have the Blue Destiny 1 and Blue Destiny 2, right?
Uh-huh.
And you use the exam system with them, and once you use it with them, your mobile suit completely becomes broken. Like you can't really use it unless you fix it real quick.
Oh yeah.
You only have like 1 minute. Red, I recommend you watch Index Railgun. It's My Magical Index and what am I? Is Magical Index?
Okay.
A certain magical index and a certain railgun.
Certain scientific railgun, certain magical index.
Do not watch a certain kind of death.
But is essentially best way I can describe it. Watch it a season at a time. Watch a season of railgun, then a season of index, then a season of railgun again, then another season of index. Because if you blast through one, you're gonna lose. You'll risk losing context of the other. Because some events in one season of index can only be you will only have knowledge of if you watch Railgun. It's very unique. There's some sort of chronological order. I just don't know what. It's giving me like horror heat vibes of like the amount of digging you have to do.
Dude, do not get me started on Haruhi. We do not talk about Haruhi right now. The amount of things, we're still waiting for that.
I have not watched. I've watched a certain amount of episodes and have yet to get back in because me and my friend are like trying to figure out what's the canonical order. Do we watch chronologically through airtime or chronologically through events? It's like, I don't know.
I read a light novel for it once.
I didn't know the power of Haruhi Suzumiya for the longest time. Like, oh, it's just that girl. When you say anime, it's the anime girl. And then you start watching it. It's like, okay, this was way deeper than I thought. I want off Mr. Bones' wild ride.
She's a god, man. She is technically the god of her own universe.
I don't like this.
Right?
I just wanted to have something to watch of Lucky Star so I could finish that. 'Cause I remember back in the day I tried watching it. Back when YouTube was like an anime episode was 3 10-minute videos that you had to watch.
Oh, those golden age.
The old times.
But here's the thing. When it came to that, as a kid, I found out the library had Lucky Star,
Oh,
so I could rent it.
awesome.
I enjoy that so much. Also, more of a mech than magic. You know one show that's more? It's about mechs and magic.
Wait, are you in the game already?
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
got
still
dropped out.
loading in.
You got dropped out.
The enemy has
Oh
secured
my
Beacon.
goodness. Okay, I guess I'm not playing Gundam today.
Oh, you can be with me right now and listen to me get shot.
Thankfully, I am not getting any penalties on me.
That's good. Let's be
Now I'll
careful.
watch you do this mech thing. The commentary.
So let's see. Have you ever heard of Mech and Magic? Oh, it's a. Da, 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 da. I can only think of the opening song. Oh, it's this guy again. It's this guy again.
Oh no.
Destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
The ghoul is back!
No, 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 no. Guess what?
I find it interesting that.
Allied unit has been
Oh, you
destroyed.
first.
Hey, buddy.
I find
Oh.
it interesting that the ghoul in Gundam lore is very experimental and that like the pilots are fused into the cockpit.
Oh, you mean like? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You mean like an armored core?
Sorta. It might be going by armored core logic, but all I know is like something about the pilots have to be augmented into the ghoul. Also fun
I'm getting
fact,
targeted.
it is
Ah!
it's from the same storyline as the Dawn Barrage.
Reporting. An allied unit has been destroyed.
What?
Yeah, it's from the same storyline of Hell's Gate.
To sortie again.
You're kidding.
Nope.
So, other than already making Gundams
Allied unit has been
and
destroyed.
Zaku's and all kinds of mechs into steel coffins for the young folk,
Especially the High Gog.
they decided to fuse the consciousness of a.
I don't know the full context or the extent of how much they put the pilot into the mobile suit. All I know is like in some way, shape, or form, it bordered on human experiment.
Supporting fire
Oh, we already have cloning in Gundam.
I'm gonna look it up right quick.
Yeah.
Long range supporting fire in.
Okay, I'm gonna get double teamed here.
Firing
Let's see.
essence. Supporting fire dealt damage. Now's your chance.
Is he gonna jump through? Nope.
The Ghoul is a prototype mobile suit that takes inspiration from Zidmad mobile suit design. The Zidmad. Oh, it's a manufacturer. It was developed through illegal means by the Hell's Gate Xeon remnants.
No need
It's
for
fitted with a specialized cockpit and maneuver system developed by Hell's Gate and requires the pilot to undergo inhuman body modifications in order to use it. Unlike most Xeon mobile suits, the Ghoul features magnetic coating resulting in high reaction speed. These features allow amateur pilots to fight evenly against experienced soldiers. They don't seem to elaborate the inhumane body modification, but I'm guessing it's probably like the Living Dead 4.
I'm guessing a lot of bad things.
There's no history on it aside from that description, unfortunately.
You know, these are written by people who want to hide things, so I can only assume that it was not written all the way through in order to, not let anyone know their secrets behind what the most effed up things they ever did.
Yeah.
beacon captured. Your mobile
does count for the way it's described, it definitely sounds like Psycho Zaku stuff. 'Cause there's a case of people having like their limbs surgically removed with prosthetics so they could better maneuver without like the whole blood rushing thing. Star Fox technique.
All the things you need to do for a win.
Allied unit has been destroyed.
Actually, if it's inhumane, probably made it to where you can like socket your limbs into like the cockpit in order to use it.
That was not a smart move on my part. I just got wrecked. That's not the smartest move on my part. Like, I just landed there, knowing full well that I was gonna get wrecked.
Sometimes you just gotta go all in. Gotta get a fresh suit.
Yeah. We're not gonna win this one. And this is the same team from last team.
Requesting to sortie.
Also, yeah, your screen seems to not be sized right to show the score.
Oh, really?
Ally has
Yeah, it's a bit
destroyed
off.
enemy mobile suit.
I guess I gotta
Parts
fix it.
cut off.
I gotta fix that. It's so hard to just to size things with OBS sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I was having a difficult time
Enemy mobile
trying to get the tier list going on OBS.
2 minutes left in
And
the
I figured it out by figuring out that when it comes to this tier system, the tier list, that all I had to do is go into presentation mode, get the URL from presentation mode, and then add it to OBS as a browser doc. And it worked. Then I can use like a OBS browser doc to interact with it. You know the thing, I don't know how I've been using OBS. Like, there should be ways for me to use OBS a lot more quicker.
An allied unit has been
But
destroyed.
I've just been learning the OBS by by doing. Like, I watch a video or two, get an idea what I'm supposed to do, and then, you know, hopefully understand what I'm supposed to do with the OBS.
An allied unit has been destroyed. 1 minute left in the mission. Don't give up. Taking
shoot.
significant damage. Be careful.
Oh, you want to hear? Have you been keeping track of what's been going on with Helldivers lately?
You mean how it's become such a mess?
Yeah, but it's gotten messier lately.
Oh, how so?
So you know, like people sort of get into character in terms of like their appreciation or disdain for what goes on in Helldivers.
You mean they become nationalists?
We've reached the point where we're slowly turning into Horus Heresy.
What?
There are people declaring themselves as Chaos Divers.
Why?
Because of the whole thing with Arrowhead not really communicating or making the right moves, and
We were defeated.
the final straw being nerfing fire the day before releasing a fire-themed war bond. And so far it's mostly been PR speak with no substance of we're gonna take action, less talking, more action on what to do and make the game better. So far no one's seen any notable improvement worth supporting or playing the game outside of having things that work.
So,
And with that we've had Chaos Divers, which are more like just ignoring the major order and ignoring planets that are they're basically letting the automatons get as close to the planet, the Super Earth, as possible. But I feel like they're artificially stalling the progress because they don't have content for that area yet. Which is a case of like they're just various forms of protest, with the worst case being anyone declaring themselves as a Chaos Diver. I'll try. I'll hop on one more time. Like, see if one more match will work. After that, I gotta go eat. But
I gotcha.
Chaos Divers, like, joining people's games and just repeatedly killing them for trying to play the game.
Okay, so the fuck?
They're protesting by griefing, which I do not approve of.
Like, let people play the game. If you want to be a dick about it, then don't play the game. You're not.
You want to make a statement? Don't play the game.
That's how you make
I'm
a statement.
not playing the game because of it. Yeah, I've stopped playing the game as much as I used to till they actually do notable fixes and listen to the community.
Instead, they're just making the community worse. They're making it toxic. We're supposed to be above the toxicity. We're supposed to be above. We're supposed to have a higher calling to protect the citizens of the impoverished planets, to stop the encroaching invasion that we may have started because of the super politics, but not really the fault of us, but the government itself. We don't talk about it because it's super Earth and all that stuff. We're gonna just skip that above. But in all, we're supposed to be a healthy and strong community. We've done good things. We've made. We gave money to a charity.
That's just the way it is so far. It's like, it's a case of, does a true Helldiver still support Super Earth, or does a true Helldiver express legit freedom by protesting their concerns? Anyone that is a Chaos Diver is like a weird fringe example of their people throwing a tantrum for all the wrong reasons.
So they all decided to become that one guy that we all hate.
Yes, we have a bunch of demon divers.
Ah, damn! Like, dude, that's not
It's like no
supportive.
side
That's not good.
There's 4 different factions now. You have the ones that are like trying to make a change by not playing the game and not doing they're basically doing the protest of not doing the major order and not giving Arrowhead an inch so they actually fulfilled their words in agreement. You have people that still have hope for the game and are still playing the game to try and make it as enjoyable for others. Then you have the blind loyalists that are vehemently defending the game's every decision, like, oh no, every weapon needs to be nerfed. They're like, this is for our own good. Like, the ones that just want to play the game with blind loyalty.
You backtrack for me real quick, Brim?
Yeah. So there are people that are like blindly supporting Arrowhead. They're like, you don't need to listen to us. We'll just keep playing the game. Like, just keep nerfing the stuff. Where like everyone else that complains about the nerfs is just a cryberry because their favorite gun got nerfed. So like, it's basically just blindly defending the game as a fandom defending a trashy anime.
You know,
that sort of energy.
Okay,
and then you got the Chaos Divers, who's like, we're gonna protest by making it not fun for anyone.
So my first comment on this whole thing is, it reminds me of the Darling and the Franxx incident.
Yes.
And for anyone in the community who doesn't know about the Darling and the Franxx incident, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about it because I think it's an important thing. And Red, you might have called it back then, but you know, we had hope. There was going to be hope. You know, it's always good to have some hope that Arrowhead is going to be a good company, a strong company, a company that supports its players.
They're good, but they're a bit incompetent on how to handle things. Because the only reason they nerfed the Incendiary Breaker was because the statistics thing they were using showed it was the most used gun, without understanding why it's the most used gun. It does its job good against the bugs, which is necessary. The bugs are a horde-based enemy. The gun handles hordes. It clears up the trash mobs.
And especially if you're going into suicide mode.
That's where the main concern now is, it doesn't matter what the meta is. The main fear is, if they nerf a gun that is being used because it's popular...
Sorry, Grim. Real quick. Good night, Martin. Sleep well, man.
Night, Martin. You have yourself a good rest.
Okay.
But aside from that, it's a case of my biggest concern, and I imagine this is everyone else's concern, is if they nerf the most used weapon, it's going to be this domino effect of everyone's going to move to the next best thing, and that'll get nerfed, and they'll move to the next best thing, and that'll get nerfed. And like that's the main worry I have, because so far everyone's now swapped to the cookout and autocannon, which if those two get nerfed next, it's going to show they're not listening and don't understand how balancing work, because they're making the weapons weaker and the enemy stronger, which is not fun. It's case, and I'm worried. It's like I mainly use the expendable anti-tank because it does its job. It one-shots heavy targets. I'm now concerned of what if they see that it is too effective somehow and ends up nerfing it towards like it requires 2 shots or requires 3 shots, where a charger just becomes more annoying to deal with. I don't want that. I want to believe like soon this wake-up call, they'll start buffing and adjusting the weapons that need it and understand that there should be multiple solutions to dealing with an enemy.
I agree.
But overall for me, my take on this, as a mercenary, I was hired to do the job, but as a mercenary, I know when I gotta pull out of a contract. When your space military starts fighting the military itself, I ain't all about that. I'm letting that stuff sort itself out.
Hopefully it does. And let's see. Red? Oh, man. You had that feeling there's going to be chaos in this game? You know, there's always chaos, but you were yes, there's always going to be toxicity in any community. There's always going to be some toxic culture coming in, coming out at some point. And, you know, it's one thing that I hate when there's toxic culture that comes in the community. And going back to the Darling and the Franks incident.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if you don't know about the Darling and Franks incident, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So, a long time ago, when Darling and the Franks first came out and aired, there's an episode in Darling and the Franks where a certain character named Ichigo got hate. Like, a massive amount of hate that... Here's the funny thing. It wasn't even the Japanese people who hated Ichigo. It was mostly people in the US. And they were sending death threats to the voice actor and the director over this incident.
Been established. Commence final preparations.
Yeah?
Oh, jeez.
What's going on here? I only see 5 mechs.
Oh,
I only
one
see 2
of
mechs.
them, I blocked one of them.
One of the guys who were playing... Oh.
Yeah, he did some... I don't know what he did, but I blocked him for some reason.
Come back and
Wanna try one more time?
okay?
One more
good?
time. One more time.
Okay. So yeah, that happened. And, you know, in any community, you're always going to get that level of toxicity, where people are going to send death threats over one little thing, over one tiny thing, and then it just becomes a whole kind of mess. And I absolutely hate that. It does not go based on my philosophy, my way of thinking, my way of doing things. Which I'm going to go ahead and say my philosophy for everybody to hear. And you can do a clip on this. My philosophy is this. You can do whatever you want in life. I'm not going to care what you do. As long as you're not hurting yourself, hurting someone, committing any crimes that goes against someone's ability to do things, you know, against their will and stuff, you can do whatever you want. Do not hurt yourself, do not hurt anyone, do not take someone's ability to do things. That is my philosophy. And that's a good moral way of thinking. And don't impede on other people's happiness or joy. Let people be what they want to be. And if a certain anime company does something that feels wrong, then write a strongly worded letter. Do not go ahead and start wishing death. Because that thing does not get taken back right away. Wishing death on someone is something you can't take back, no matter how much you wish it. Oof. And that is the phrase from the hero of justice, Banchō.
Yeah.
I will have that tattooed on my back one day.
Alright, it's the last try.
Come on! Let's do this! We all have bars. We all have 3 bars. We're good. Except for the guy named Ace of Spades. He has a full set of bars.
I really hope. I want Helldivers to have its comeback moment.
Same.
I also want those 180 countries to come back. God dang it!
Oh, because that happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it's like greatest lie ever told was Sony said, "Yeah, we listened. We're gonna stop the thing." He's like, "Oh, they fixed the countries.
Well,
Bring back the countries, because one of my friends was in freaking one of those countries and he can't play anymore."
that sucks. That's stupid. Bullshit! But, for God's sake, Sony always lies. Well, not just Sony, but Microsoft too.
Yeah.
I feel like
We can just let.
over the last decade, since 2014, all the big gaming companies have just been taking advantage of us, or think of us as being walking wallets.
Democracy is temporary, but Warframe's grind is eternal.
Team has been established.
Warframe's the only game I could say hasn't screwed me over. Or screwed anyone over, for that matter.
I've been told that Warframe's fun to play.
Destiny 2 screwed everyone over. Helldivers is in the midst of screwing people over. Warframe's been delivering.
Ooh.
Warframe.
I've been told it's a fun game. You know what else I've been told? Descendant 2
What?
is a good game to play.
The First Ascendant?
Yes.
I've heard good things about it. It's just as grindy as Destiny.
Yes. And apparently everybody loves it. See, point of view, GB2 gets voice chat.
Very well. Proceeding to the battlefield.
I mean, GB2 is getting it voice act?
No, I was imagining. No, it is the fact that don't, but I imagine it's probably best that it doesn't. Because imagine the type of.
Catapult deck is open.
Just have one American player and 3 Japanese players is a disaster waiting to happen.
You're gonna be hearing some, what's up? None again!
It's the amount of racism you could get out of just putting voice chat in this game would be wild. As much as I'd want to see it, I don't want this game to take that route.
Dude, the amount of cursing in Japanese or English or Spanish.
Begin the mission.
Oh, good, I'm in.
That'd be funny. I want to see people curse this game in different languages.
The lack of a VC makes where people like, oh, it's too much effort to string these voice commands to let people know I'm mad at them. And worst someone can do is melee you, and even then, it's like that's a lot of effort. They'll get kicked eventually, so I might as well just play the game as best I can. My connection's just dogged right now. It is just not working to my advantage. Everything's like still jittering.
Are you
Why is
number
it
2?
being so difficult today? Say what?
Oh no, you're number 3. You got disconnected again?
I'm about to get this. Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry, Grim. I think tonight was not the night for Gundam.
I don't know if that one told me, but check the data.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
Data, play data, basic data. I'm still in the green.
Minor damage. No need for concern.
I'm still in the green. I'm still good. That's enough Gundam for me. Apparently, the game doesn't want me to have fun.
Been destroyed. An
Yeah.
It only it sucks that we don't have like a server here in America with us.
Yeah, overall, just fun thought. I would
it-
love for like just GBO2 is gonna have a playtest of voice chat for the next week, and just hour 1 is we have disabled the voice chat indefinitely.
Requesting to sort.
As soon as it comes out, yep, no, we're stopping this right now. God, you guys, You just beat COD players in the next hour by doing this. The amount of cursing, the amount of mouth mouthing, the amount of legal crap you just said,
Unit has been destroyed.
both in English, in
man.
Japanese, and in Chinese of all things. Like, God, you guys, it's a game. It's not your life. You're not dying. You're not being killed. You know what? It is a game, but it's my life.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Enemy mobile suit is down.
Oh, dang.
Oh, nope.
Taking significant damage. Be careful.
Oh shoot! What? How? That's some freaking reach right there. That's too much reach. How'd you get me from all the way over there? That's way too much reach for you, bro. Like, you had your beam sabers a mile away from me. And somehow, you were able to knock me down.
Advance the offer.
Some bull. That is bull. That's some reach right there.
Indeed.
The closest is using Discord with random people. You know, as someone who played Final Fantasy XIV doing random parties with people,
Unit has been destroyed.
I've heard worse.
I've seen worse in the text chat. I did a alliance raid once in Crystal Tower, and it was the undead dragon one.
Allied unit has been
And there
Ooh.
was like, there were two people that just got in this heated debate of to keep the dragon in the center of the arena or to drag it out further back so the skeletons have to run over to it. One there's like, the damage the skeletons do doesn't matter, we can DPS it out and just heal it all out. And over there, no, you have to bring in by the time we got new players. And it lasted to the end of the dungeon.
You're kidding. They continue talking
they
about
were-
it for a whole 40 minutes?
Yes.
The enemy has
It was
secured
a
the pin.
full-on political debate of like the dragon ethics.
Okay, and here I thought me doing like EX trials and Savage trials and getting yelled at like, no, you don't run over here, you run over here, motherfucker, stop running that way.
It's like at most in Crystal Tower, it was primarily the case of it's the very first alliance raid. So I'm guessing the person probably had his heart in the right, but we need new players like know that there are rules to follow. The other person's like, you don't need to worry about the rules. It's easier than it's ever been. So there's no reason like put them into this tight-knit situation of having to follow things to the T. Especially like chances are there's more veteran players than new players, so everyone knows what to do. There's always a competent healer.
Yes, the competent healer, the best healers. I'll also always say this, white mages are my favorite healers, no matter what.
They do a lot of heavy work. Always thank your white mages.
Always thank your white mages, and don't forget to tip them at the end of the raid.
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
The
An allied unit has been destroyed.
Yeah, some days I have intrusive thoughts whenever I play Paladin in Alliance raids. Like,
Target confirmed.
how many people could I tick off if I used Clemency more than once?
You know, my main class is Dark Knight.
Enemy soldier
14.
You know what Clemency does though?
Now's your chance.
Heal you?
Yeah, it heals me and I can select someone and heal them.
Yes.
How many healers would get mad at me for doing their job?
2 minutes left in the mission. Bases are now more valuable for this mission.
Like, I remember it's like my FC leader always tells me to have Clemency on my hotbar, but never use it unless he's dead, because he's a healer main.
So basically say, in case shit gets warm, in case shit hits a fan, use this in case of emergencies.
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of emergencies because I'm my friend group's is tank. I usually go paladin. We've had instances where two people wipe a DPS and our healer, and it just comes down to me being tank and healer, healing myself as well as the DPS till we beat plus. And it's worked out 90% of the time. We've never gotten a full wipe, which is funny to me.
That's a good thing.
Which I imagine would have been easier if I was a warrior.
1 minute left.
We do not talk warriors in this chat.
Ally has dis-
You gotta respect the warriors. They do what they can.
I know. I had a bad experience with warrior once back in Heaven's Sword.
supporting fire.
Oh no, what happened?
So back in Heaven's Sword, I was still barely starting as a fledgling tank.
Been destroyed.
And I finished the third Alliance raid of Alexander,
Yeah.
and I thank my healers. Like, hey, thanks healer for doing your job and everything else. And this warrior just like sneered at me, like acted like a high and mighty and crap. Like, dude, you're barely reaching my knees, and you're already talking all this shit.
Oh, it was a Lalafell?
Lalafell warrior.
Well, there's your problem.
What?
You're just innately evil.
You know, I have a friend who plays Lalafell, and he said the same thing.
That is a universal constant.
Lalafells have short man syndrome. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this as that this is gonna be lost, since we've been trying to play it together, but hey, we didn't just had a loss for GBO2. We had a win when it came to Basher Pass.
Indeed. And I look forward to doing more in the future.
Right? It's an interesting concept. It's a fun concept. It's like Death Battle, but you know. Have a good night, Red. Sleep well, okay?
See you, Red.
And see you next time, okay? And thanks for stopping by. Tomorrow we're gonna come back with more Shoulder Blade, because I need to beat that game before the Breaker comes out.
Yeah.
But anyways, after Basher Pass, I want to start this to be a thing. I want to have this continue to grow as a thing. I want to see other people go ahead and say, you know what? I want to do my own Bash and Pass. I want to see cringy lore talks about how they would take on villains and monsters and all kinds of creatures.
I do imagine we're gonna have I'm gonna love the railgun basher pass. I'm gonna hate the index one.
You can do it. I believe in you. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this for next one? Make it either Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or a certain magical railgun. Scientific railgun.
I'd say whichever one we both have quick knowledge of, because imagine if we do the Power Rangers one, we're gonna need to know what each of the monsters of the week we're capable of.
I don't remember all of them. I would have to go and wiki everything, which I will do just so we can have a good reference.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. Let's get the first one out of the way. It's like the first one's Tokusatsu. Make the first one's Tokusatsu themed.
Okay, guys, it's awesome. Okay, so for the next Basher Pass in maybe 4 months.
It could be like next month. It doesn't have to be like super far away.
Okay, so for next month's Basher Pass, we're gonna do us versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Weekly Monsters. See if we can take on their baddies, their creatures, their nasty little villains. I really can't say any more than that.
We'll exclude the main ones, like Goldar.
Ooh, so no Goldar or Lord Zed?
No Goldar, no Zed, no Edo or Pulsa.
Okay, so we're just gonna go with basic weekly monsters.
Yeah, basic weekly monsters, because they're gonna be more fun.
Agreed. So
yes,
please tune into that one in a month from now, and please tune in tomorrow for Solar Blade, where I'm gonna go ahead and hack and slash as Eve, and hopefully not die 100 times.
You have a fun time, Banchō.
I always do. Determination and capability is my strength and power. If I gave up on my first death, I would have reached as far as I've gotten. And with that, I'll see you all later. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the stream, as always, Grim. And for everybody else, don't forget, break out.
Yeah.